Welcome, everybody who listens to this anyway. Welcome, everybody, for episode 2 of my podcast, which name is also awful in English.
Yeah, say it.
No!
Do the walk of shame, say it.
No! YAYAP is very fun, okay? I just love yapping. Okay, so I think we've established that the intro is supposed to be that my name is Yaya and I love yapping. That's why the name is YAYAP.
Great.
Because I'm Yaya and I love to yap.
I think all of your friends know, and they're the only people who listen to this, so you know what?
You know what? This should be the intro. Leave us alone. Anyway, we're with Dorian.
Hi, hello.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dorian. I'm Yaya's friend. I guess. I suppose. I don't have much to say about myself. My credentials for doing this is I'm studying literary analysis, so I think I'm qualified to complain about media with Yaya.
Okay, because today's subject isn't racism or something dumb like that. Racism
I'm
is
sure
dumb.
I'm sure racism isn't gonna come up at all.
No,
during this
never.
discussion.
But like today's subject is kind of media. We were supposed to like go through with media literacy and the fact that it's dying. It's a dying art.
We are in mourning.
We
It's
are
very
in mourning
sad.
today. You guys can't see, but we're dressed all in black, and I have a veil on my face.
She does, and it's all black, and it's very Wednesday core, and
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
it's
There's
sad.
lace on it.
Exactly, yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna talk about media literacy, how people consume media, how we consume media, I guess, and a lot of stuff like that. We're gonna get lost. Guys, don't expect like you saw that we started drafting an outline. I'm looking at it. We're not gonna follow it.
No part of it is going to make sense, but it's fine.
Like
we live.
there's 8 parts.
If this ends up being 5 hour long, I'm blaming it on Yaya. She's the one who talks too much.
No, stop. Anyway, so yeah, me and Dorian are gonna talk about media. Our favorite topic, actually. Like all we talk about is media.
We are both very much fandom trash, so
yeah, we're all fandom trash anyway. Especially with me rewatching Voltron. There's a part about Voltron, actually. So you guys are all doomed. Anyway, okay. So part 1 is actually just us talking about like our current reads and like watch list and stuff. And we have only two stuff.
Yeah, and I'm the one who put both of them in. So you're not taking the first part very seriously.
I didn't know what to put.
Wow, it's your podcast and you're not even doing that. That's insane.
That's insane. But like, okay, but I've watched both.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, okay, what are you currently reading?
I'm currently reading Moonstone, which is insane, but it's a really good book. And for those who haven't heard me complete, it was with you actually that I found out what Moonstone is about, which is a werewolf lesbian romance.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, do you wanna know how she happened upon the book? She just found it in her bookshelf. I was like, oh, what's this about? And she was like, I've never actually read the synopsis. I was like, okay, read it. And she was like, wait, this has everything I love in it. Why haven't I read it before? So you know already Yaya is failing at ethical consumption because she just buys books and then
no,
doesn't
but
read them.
Okay, No, I was subscribed to a book box and they would just send me books and I was like, okay. And I was like, I wanted pretty books.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then I lasted 4 months, so I had 4 books total, and then I was like, this is too pricey for me getting books. I don't know if I'll read ever.
How expensive was it? Because I've never subscribed to that kind of thing.
It was so expensive. It was like €70.
Oh god. For 1 book a month?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But that was because of taxes, because it's a UK book box.
Okay, yeah, well.
Yeah, that was the issue. Like, I think if you get into a French book box, it won't be that expensive.
Yeah, but you have to read the books in French, which is
ass. No, but I think it was like £40 for people living in the UK. So I was just getting fucked.
It is still pretty fucking pricey.
Yeah, which we already cussed once. This is awful.
Oh, we're terrible people. No,
we're awful people. Anyway, So I'm reading Moonstone, and it's really, really interesting. And it's kind of a coming of age, actually, and a coming of age as a woman in like old Regency society. Like it's Regency slash Victorian society, kind of. And so it's about a girl whose name is Camille, because I'm French. Oui, oui, bonjour, Camille. And Camille actually does a fashion faux pas, a social faux pas, because she kisses a boy. Scandalous.
I mean, she would have been kissing a girl, and then
Scandalous. And so she brings shame upon her family, and her parents are like, okay, we're sending you to your godmother who lives in the woods with her best friend and their kid who's sick. The kid is supposed to be sick.
Mm-hmm.
So she moves to this shack in the woods with like Laura, the kid, and like her grandmother, whose name I've totally forgotten, but I don't care. Anyway, the grandmother is also lesbian because she lives with other women. Like they're so in love. I'm so sorry, and I'm halfway through the book, and then I watched Voltron, so I kind of lost the hang of it.
Nice. No, okay, yeah. How's the Voltron rewatch going, buddy?
You get audio notes, like thousands of them every night.
Yeah,
you know how it's going.
Every night I go to sleep, I go into my bed and I put my phone next to my pillow, and then I don't sleep for the next 2 hours because Yaya keeps sending me messages.
Just mute me.
No, I don't want to mute you.
Oh, that's
what if something's important is coming up and you need me?
It's just me crying over Lance and Keith.
It is. It's funny though.
And it's just me being concerned about the cow. What the
The only person in the world who actually cares. The only one. Nobody else does.
Nobody, like the whole fandom doesn't care. Nobody ever mentioned Carlton Ecker. I miss Carlton Ecker. Where is she?
Okay. Pitch Voltron to me for the people who have never seen it.
Okay, Voltron is the bane of my existence. And it's about how many are they? I think it's 5.
The fact that you've rewatched it multiple times and you still don't know is astounding.
Okay, no, there's like 5. There's about 5 paladins, and then there's Allura, Corrin, and that's it.
Nice.
Yay. Okay, so it's people. It's like supposed to be in a futuristic world where we can travel to the edge of the solar system. So that was extra surprising for me when I watched it because I had totally forgotten. And basically, it's just a play of circumstance. Like they all end up on the same place because I don't know, Lance decided to drag his 2 friends to sneak out to look at the stars or something.
He's so romantic.
He's so crazy. Anyway, and so it's just a bunch of people that end up in a space lion. In a space robot lion, by the way. It's not a real lion. And they have to save the universe. Wow, I'm so bad at pitching stuff, guys.
No. This was very compelling. It's a really good show, guys. You should watch it.
It is so good. Watch Voltron. So come on, I cannot be the only one.
Oh, you're not the only one. Come on, the fandom's so big.
The fandom is so big, but like I'm the only one.
The fandom is big, and yet the fics are bad.
No, I've read 2 good fics. And
so
I've been
sad.
reading 1,000 fics per day for the past week and a half. Like I think I've read like 30 to 50 fics.
You scare me sometimes.
And I've read like 2 that were good.
No, you know what? That's so fair, actually.
And one of them was like a college AU, so I don't think that counts.
It does. Come on.
Sorry.
I like college AUs.
Yeah, I love college AUs, but I'm a fix-it kind of girl. So if it's outside of the world,
if it's not canon divergence, you don't like it.
Yes.
That's fair. We could talk fanfic tropes. I have opinions, but
me too.
We shan't because it's not that part.
It's next part actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you reading? What?
Yeah. So this summer, my goal was to read 44 books. and I've only read 23, so I feel really bad about myself.
I've read half a book.
In my defense, I had to leave and go to the mountains, not on like a cool quest, just because my parents like mountains, I guess, or hikes. So I had nothing to do but read, basically.
Okay.
And go on walks, which sucked. But yeah, so the last thing I read was A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine Lang, which is about this girl who has to save the universe, and she's very not into it.
Same.
It's a pretty good book, actually. The basic premise is the book is written badly as like a joke. Like, it starts with the line, "It was a dark and stormy night."
Oh my god.
Which you know is bad. But it's actually, yeah, it has like really sweet siblings dynamic. Like, the main character has a little brother who's really cool. Just a really nice character.
You know how I feel about little siblings.
I do know that. Yes, we are both little sibling havers. So
yeah, you're also the eldest, no?
I am.
In
yeah,
your family.
I only have a little brother, and he sucks. No, he's great. But yeah. So that was a really nice read. It's actually a series, so I guess I'm gonna keep reading it. Yeah.
That sounds so good, and I love that every time I try to mention a book I'm watching, it's like a popular one. Moonstone is actually popular. I didn't know.
Really?
I didn't know, but apparently it's popular on Book Talk, which sucks.
Hard sell.
Yeah. No, but it's good. I swear. I was just here for like werewolves. You know, I heard wolves, and I was like, let's get it, guys. But actually, there's a lot of like depth and analysis about what it's like to grow up, and also there's a lot of like parallels made between Laura, who grew up not in like this society, and Camille, who grew up with like the expectations of like a young woman in this type of society. And Camille finds herself admiring a lot of the traits that Laura has that would have her shunned if she lived in like real society. And she's like, she's like, oh, Laura is so strong. Gay. Laura is so strong. Laura can like lift up like woods and tree trunks and stuff, and that's so cool. And Laura is so passionate about the stars and becoming an astrophysicist. And she's like, and that's so cool. And Camille keeps thinking, my only aspirations in life are reading romance books and getting a husband. I suck. That's basically what's going through Camille's head.
Have you finished the book somehow?
No.
Okay, so what do you think will happen?
I know.
Apart from
the book is divided in two temporary. Okay, it's like a flashback. It's kind of okay. It starts from Camille's point of view at a certain point in time where she's sick, and with like enough insight and understanding, we understand that she's a werewolf. Like she's being turned into a werewolf, but we don't know how. And so she's sick, and we're in her mind and her like going through the steps of how she came to be in this position. So like I'm halfway through there, and we don't know yet how like she got bit and everything. And her and Laura are like starting to get close and shimmying close together. So I'm waiting for the kiss. I hope she bites her.
That's how you think she turns into a werewolf?
I hope so.
Yeah, it would really suck if it was someone else.
It would suck if it's someone else than Laura.
Yeah, imagine you have a werewolf girlfriend and she doesn't even bite you. Sad.
I'd kill myself. Well, no, but also there's this whole thing where they're explaining the reason why they're holed up in the woods is because Laura's father and their family is like very dangerous. And there's a snippet that I sent to you where they say, yeah, the Alistair, I think it's Alistair, the last name, but I'm not sure. The Alistair family has a lot of connections to anything involving canine. And I'm like, guys. Guys.
How they managed to hide the fact that they're werewolves does not make sense.
But like Camille is so dumb because, okay, like her godmother explains to her, yeah, we have to close the windows at night and like have no moonlight come in whatsoever. And if it's a full moon, you gotta hide, girl. You gotta hide because it makes Laura's disease worse. And then they're like, oh yeah, it involves a lot of stuff canine and stuff, and like
Nobody puts two and two together. Nobody's like, hey,
Camille, come ask questions. And also, it's so funny that one of the first books that they offer Camille, because she couldn't take her books with her, which would send me into a frenzy, by the way.
oh, I wouldn't leave. I'm not living without my books.
No, I'm throwing myself off the river. And so they lend her a book, and it's La Bête du Gévaudan.
Guys, they're being really sneaky about it. Nobody knows, guys.
The way nobody cares. The way nobody's finding out because they don't care. Oh my god. So Camille, at this point in the flashback, is so close to finding out the truth and also making friends with Laura. But also Laura is such an angsty character, and she's so sad, and she thinks that she doesn't deserve friends because she's a monster. And I'm like, girl, you just like to roll in the dirt and eat meat. Stop this.
That's just your very romanticized perspective of someone who wants to be a werewolf. Yeah. I think it involves a little bit more than just rolling around in the grass and eating meat. Two things you can do as a human, by the way.
But it's funnier as a werewolf.
You wouldn't know. You haven't been a werewolf.
Maybe I was.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, the debate on whether or not we want to be a werewolf and or a vampire has been raging on for weeks now.
I think months.
And oh yeah, for sure now. And a certain someone has been bribing people.
No, I'm not.
Bribing and debating people into submission.
No.
So that everybody says, oh, I'd rather be a werewolf. As if that's the better answer.
It is. It's so fun, guys. Pack dynamics.
Yeah. Those have been disproven, by the way.
No, I know. They have, but they still... No, I do not mean like pack dynamics like Omegaverse type. I mean like being friends.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face. Oh, because vampires can't be friends, is what you're saying?
No, you guys suck. You guys do actually. We do suck.
We do suck. Yeah. No. That's kind of the point, actually.
Yeah, that makes me think of a TikTok I saw of someone was being like, yeah, if you really... Okay... And the thing is like, okay, think about this. Would you really like to have a very close-knit, codependent group of like friends, and you guys are always together everywhere, and you guys like have your very own thing closed off to like other people and stuff? And like they describe that, and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so fun. And the end is like, you guys are the perfect target to cults.
I mean, true, but also that sounds like the plot of The Secret History.
It is!
Which is kind of a cult, but like in a cool way, guys.
It's cool way.
Fine, we're murdering people in the wood. Moving on.
Guys, let's go do a bacchanal. That's what we're doing, guys. My 20th birthday is coming up. I was supposed to go to Scotland with my friends, but I don't know if we'll make it, so next option is a bacchanal.
Backup plan is we all get drunk and kill someone in the woods.
Exactly. We don't have to do the sex part, because Dorian doesn't like that.
Yeah. Asexuals represent, yes.
Exactly. So, we just kill someone. And drink wine. Do you like wine?
I mean, I'll make an exception. You know what? I'll do it.
We can get you grape juice.
Yay!
I do everything for my friends.
The biggest killjoy at the party. Like, guys, I don't want to have sex.
Guys, I'm not drinking wine. Dionysus would hate you.
I know how to party. I know how to have fun.
Actually, they do. Actually, Dorian is the funnest person I know.
Oh, that's so nice. That isn't true, but I lied.
It is true, I lied.
I appreciate that you would say that.
I love lying.
We know.
What? Anyway, so, okay, we have talked about current reads and watches. We haven't talked about, like, the ones that are literally written, which is The Summer Hikaru Died, and every week I watch The Summer Hikaru Died, and every week I text Dorian, like, Okay, so if a weird entity were to take over my body, I want you to be friends with the entity.
Oh, that's so fair. And I would be. And I would be. First of all, because I would be terrified, but also, second of all, because I don't want to be a dick to whatever takes over your body.
No, but the way I have developed an emotional connection to the thing that's in Hikaru is insane. Like every time the thing is, oh, this is my first time on Earth. Oh, ice cream is so fun, and I'm like, my baby,
That's fair.
I'll be so nice to you. Come here.
No, he's actually really sweet. If you forget that he kills people, he's really cute.
Guys, who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, excusing murder seems likely. That makes sense. I'm not surprised.
Nobody's surprised, like, guys. But yeah, the Summer Hikari Dai is so fun, and I watched it. Okay, I keep watching it. Okay, if people don't know the Summer Hikari died, it's like, do you want to pitch it? Because
Sure, I'll
you
pitch
like
it.
it better than I do.
I like it so much. This actually was made for me, okay? I've read the manga before watching the show, and they're both so good in different ways, but also similar ways. Anyway, but yeah, the Summer Hikaru Died is about those two best friends, Yoshiki, which is kind of our main character, and Hikaru. And one summer, Hikaru disappears in the woods for like a week. And when he miraculously comes back, he seems a tiny bit different. And turns out, as we learn in the very first episode of the show, whatever came back from the forest was not actually Hikaru. And so it's kind of this like slow developing relationship between Yoshiki and this new Hikaru, with like a backdrop of psychological horror as the people in the town start to realize that things are getting really bad. Yeah, it's such a perfect show for me. I mean, I love horror. I love deep homoerotic friendships.
I love gays.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's so good. Like, although recently, I mean, if we want to talk about media literacy, the creator had the like really bad idea to confirm that the story was also like about Arrow Ace characters, and ever since, guys,
How do you feel about this?
I am so happy, but I fear it was too popular for it to happen. Like,
Oh no.
people are mad and they are not understanding that people who are arrows can have as deep and fulfilling a connection as people who aren't. Like, people saying, yeah, the creator is just backing out because she doesn't have the I think their pronunciation are she, but I'm not quite sure. I'll just say they. Yeah, because they don't have the guts to actually like write a BL, so they're just trying to make it. Like, the creator was like, hey, they're in love. It's just not a traditional kind of love.
Oh,
and everybody was like, boo!
I'm tired. I'm tired of all of this.
I know, me too. And I keep hearing people be like, I mean, objectively, romantic relationships are more important than platonic one. And I don't have the strength. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it
guys,
anymore.
Guys. The way the conversation of platonic and romantic are going platinum in our DMs. They come back non-stop. Like, we keep talking about it.
That's because the world doesn't get it.
The world doesn't get it like we do. No, but I love the Summer Hikaru Died, but the way I keep watching it with the worst people to watch it with ever, every time. Because when I was in Canada, I was watching it with my uncle, who would yell the F slur.
You didn't tell me that.
At every weird scene.
I mean, to be fair, you're wrong.
It is a gay scene, but like yelling the F slur. And also, I'm watching it right now in France with my cousin Leo, and Leo actually also is tired. He's like, but actually, I asked Leo what he thought, and he was like, I don't mind homosexual ships when it's canon.
He's one of those people.
Which I think was a jab at me shipping Gojo and Geto in Jujutsu Kaisen. Basically, I think it was, for me specifically, it was a target. He hates me.
Yeah, and
But
he hates fandom culture too. Like, what do you mean only if it's canon?
insane. Only if it's intended in the media. That's
That's
what he said. The way my eye twitched.
no, that's so fair. I every day thank the gods that my brother isn't that much into fandom because he would drive me insane with the denial.
No, it's insane. Hearing people also because I watch like very male type anime and just turn them into my
I feel that
my insane stuff.
as a One Piece fan, I feel that.
Exactly. And so I have to ignore half of the fandom. And also, it's awful because when I interact with like other male people, male, anyway,
When you interact
men,
with men.
yeah. And I'm like, and like everybody in my family really loves anime. And so I'm like, yeah, I really love Jujutsu Kaisen. And then they look at me and I'm like, I'm not those type of man. Like, we're not the same type. We're not on the same side of the fandom. Leave me alone. And they're all like, oh, we can talk about it.
No, we can't.
No, we can't. We shan't. But yeah, so but I love the summer Hikaru died. And guys, so this is a PSA for everybody. If I disappear in a week and I come back and you guys are like, oh, what the fuck, this isn't Yaya, you guys better be nice. You gotta be nice.
I already promised.
It is really important that you guys are nice.
If I disappear and I come back and I'm different, you have my permission to kill me.
What? No, I'm being nice.
No.
Why?
If I die and something else takes control of my body, you have to kill it. It's my body. Get away.
Okay, so you're one of those people.
Yeah, one of those people. I mean, no, listen. All I'm saying is, the only reason we give a pass to the creature in the Summer Hikaru died is because it's really cute. Okay?
It is.
If a fucking like one of those evil alien from Alien Romulus climbed into my body and like put eggs in there,
Oh no, I'm killing you.
You would kill me.
I'm killing you.
So why would that be different if something else takes control of my body?
Because it's cute and nice and you just want a pass at living.
It also killed an old woman, to be fair. Oh, spoiler, guys. Spoiler for the first episode, yep.
Guys.
I guess spoiler warning that everything we discuss in this episode, probably we're going to spoil it in
I'm
some
sorry,
way.
guys. Like, when we get to the part about Voltron, I'm not holding back. Guys, I'm not keeping it, like, spoiler-free.
You can't.
I can't.
You have to complain about the decisions.
I'm at season 7, so, like, I'm suffering. I'm in the trenches right now. So, you guys, I have no restraint whatsoever. But yeah, and the second thing on the list is actually Superman.
Yeah.
Which you didn't like!
Guys,
I loved it so much.
I have to come out and say it. I did not like Superman. In my defense, I don't like it because it's too colorful. Oh, it's not really Superman. Oh, I like the old versions better. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's actually pretty fucking good. I'm just saying people have hyped me up. This is why I still haven't watched Sinners. I'm too scared.
You have to watch Sinners. Come on.
Too scared because people have been saying, yeah, I came out of this movie changed. Oh, it changed my outlook and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to be changed. No. And then I watched it, and I'm sorry, guys, saying kindness is important. Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
The thing is, Sinners and Superman are for people who aren't at our level of media understanding.
Wow, our level.
Yeah, I'm being full on
pretentious dark academia.
Pretentious dark academia, but it's true. It's true. Like, when you're in literature, like, your studies are literally analysis. My credentials are, I'm insane.
True.
My credentials are, I thought that Jude in The Cruel Prince was disabled coded, so that's level of insanity I am at. But yeah, and so Sinners is specifically very specific to the way it makes you feel as a person of color, I would say. There's one scene that's like really really known where I don't remember his fucking name.
Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it,
Like
so
the main character plays music, and they say, okay, so they establish at the beginning of the movie that when a certain type, like some people, they play music or they sing, it opens portals between past and present and future. Okay, so he plays music at like their juke joints stuff, and so he opens the portals to past and present and future. And there's a lot of different people, like there's a Chinese couple in the juke joint, there's like different ethnicities, and so you see the crowd starting to blend and different people from different eras of the world mixing into the cultural and traditional. So you have like very old and traditional African dancers and African musicians, but you also have Sean Paul.
nice.
Sean Paul shows up, which is insane. Which I think, like when I listen to the soundtrack, and at some point I hear Sean Paul, and I'm like, what are you doing here? And it was really really good to watch in a movie theater, to have like basically be surrounded by your culture on all sides, which is, I don't know, something that was really insane. And also I love the way they use vampirism as like an allegory for like colonialism, which was really fun. And but yeah, like it's a fun little movie. I really loved it as a person who was concerned by the culture that's portrayed, but I don't think it's gonna come off the same way to everybody.
No, yeah, I feel that. And I mean, that's the best kind of movie, right? Like
Yeah,
movies, I think it's very hard to encompass all of human experience in
in
one
one
movie.
movie.
Like, what would that even look like? But everything everywhere all at once.
Exactly.
No, but more seriously, it's actually not at all. I think everything everywhere all at once is very like Chinese slash Asian American experience. I think
Exactly.
that, yeah.
And also like um mother daughter relationships also a lot, which is
Yeah,
why I cried in front of Everything Everywhere All
it
at
was
Once.
so good.
It was so good. And also the scene where he's like, in another life I would have loved doing laundry and taxes with you. I
Guys,
I think about
another controversial thing, I have to come out and say it. I don't care about that line. I don't care. Yeah, okay, good job. You like your husband. That's great. Fucking, you divorce at the end of the fucking movie. Oh, spoiler. Sorry.
No, okay. I did not care about that line when I watched it because
Yeah,
I
you
was
have to include a list of spoiler in the description. If you
no.
post it on YouTube,
Okay,
you have to.
I'd be like spoilers for literally all of this. But yeah, I was like watching this, and I was too busy crying about like the mother daughter. And when he was like laundry at taxes, I was like, great, I don't care. But like everybody was like going on and on about it, and I was like, okay, actually, that's cute. That's cute.
No, it is, but also it's the same thing as like the whole kindness is punk rock. You're only figuring out that now?
Real.
Yeah, love is important in small ways too. Love isn't only about the great big moments, it's also about doing mundane things together. I knew that already. Like, I'm sorry.
That's true. I understand. I understand. But I'm also very easily pleased. That's my biggest issue with movies. Is I'm very peculiar about the books I read. Movies, I do not care.
Wow.
Movies? My favorite movie is Jurassic World, guys.
I thought it was Jurassic Park.
No, it is Jurassic World because I
Okay.
suck.
No.
But I love Jurassic Park, but Jurassic World is my little baby. Only because there's blue in it. But also my second favorite movie is actually Dead Poet Society, so.
There are two wolves inside of you.
And one of them is a dinosaur.
The other one is gay.
Stop this. And also, my third favorite movie is Devil Wears Prada.
Two of the wolves are gay. One is a dinosaur.
Insane, guys. But yeah, so what can we conclude of this part? Is just we're insane.
We like movies.
We like movies.
No, actually, I think we should conclude that despite what the people say, good television, good shows, and good books still exist.
Yes,
And
they still
you
exist.
just have to find them.
You have to like watch, because okay, so I know you don't, but I do a lot of hate watching because I'm a hater first and foremost. And I watched The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oof.
Everything, I watched it all.
The way even people who like it keep posting Insta story being like, I can't take it anymore. It sucks.
It sucks so bad. And one of my romance, like, things that I don't think is that good, but I like it anyway, is To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Which I haven't watched, but
you should watch it. I don't know if you love it, but you should watch it. I think it's cute. Anyway, and okay, if you don't know, To All the Boys I've Watched Before were written by the same one that did
To All the Boys I've Watched Before.
To All the Boys I've Loved Before was written by the same author, Jenny Han, as The Summer I Turned Pretty, and also as XO Kitty, and I think she did another thing. But like, if you think about like a mainstream Asian romance, and it's probably her, because she did so many of them. Anyway, and you get that The Summer I Turned Pretty was actually her first book just by watching it, because it's so bad. It's so bad. And my biggest grief with it is that someone who grew up in like African culture. Okay, guys, if you don't know what The Summer I Turned Pretty is about, get out of your cave. I don't know. But also, it's about like this girl named Belly.
That's an interesting name.
But her full name is Isabel, but I don't know why they nicknamed her Belly.
Fucking just call her Belle. What are you doing?
Anyway, and Belly has... Okay, she has best friends, like two brothers, and she grew up with them, because
It just sounds like the kissing booth.
Yeah, it's almost the same. They're like the best friends, like the sons of her mom's best friend. By the way, the moms are gay.
I trust you.
No, but like Belly's mom, spoiler, the boy's mom gets cancer and dies. Spoiler. And like in her late stage of like chemo and stuff, Belly's mom quits her job to take care of her. Mind you, both of them have husbands.
Who the fuck is her husband? Could take care of your fucking wife. What is he doing?
So I'm thinking gay. Anyway, and so
no, where's the husband? You have to answer that.
He's cheating.
Oh, that explains it.
He's cheating, and the mom doesn't even care because she's busy fucking her best friend. Anyway, and so yeah, Belly grows up with those boys. Like she grows up with them ever since she was a kid, because their mom have been best friends since college. And so my grief is that in my head, Jeremiah and Conrad would have been my cousins. The way I could never picture them in any romantic scenario whatsoever, because they would have been my cousins.
So what you're saying is you don't believe in childhood best friends to lover. Which is ironic when you consider that in the book you're writing.
No, because it's not the same. It's not the same, because Elias and Lillian are neighbors.
Well, okay. That's a gross misrepresentation of their relationship. Oh yeah, let me just give flowers and go on romantic walks with my neighbor who I don't care about.
No, but what I mean is, okay, it's not like, they grew up with the other parent as a figure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like
I guess that makes sense.
For me, the difference is like Elias and Lillian connected the family through them. Like, I don't know, the first scene is like basically just Lillian bringing them cake from her
the way
home country.
nobody's gonna understand.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about. I don't care, guys.
Yaya is writing a book. She has a childhood friend to enemies to not enemies to love. I guess
nobody knows. No,
she doesn't even know. And basically now she's saying that they should be cousins.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not. Okay, so the thing is, I'm gonna take an example. Okay, across my street, I have my cousins. Okay, they're not really my cousins. It's just that my mom and their mom have been best friends since before I was born. So the connection I have to that family is through their mom. I call their mom auntie. The connection Lillian and Elias have is together. So at no point they're gonna be like, "Oh, I thought of you as my cousin ever since I was a kid because I met you. You're the reason our parents are friends." Like, I don't know. For me, it's different. For me, it's different. But that's because had I been Belly, my mom would have forced me to call.
Belly.
My mom would have
Sorry,
forced
I'm
me
not
to
a
call
mom.
Jeremiah and Conrad's mom auntie. And so I'm like, if your mom is my auntie, you're my cousin.
Is that the only issue with the Samaritan premise?
No, there's so much more, but I cannot go at length. But it's so bad. It's so bad, guys.
Okay, how does that relate to my original point that good movies and TV shows are out there?
I don't
and you
remember.
just have
Oh,
to-
yeah, I remember. No, I know. I got lost. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, the original point was there's a lot of bad stuff, okay? So you need to find what you like. And if you like The Summer I Turned Pretty, I'm sorry, you suck. But also, I'm not judging.
You can say you suck and then say you're not judging.
No, but I mean, it's really different and good stuff exists without like having it to be an old French movie from 1980s.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
just because something is a classic doesn't automatically makes it good. I mean, have you ever read The Scarlet Letter? It's bad. But, however, just because something is recent doesn't necessarily mean
yeah.
that it's bad.
Because like I see as people who love movies, I would never say to people, "Oh, I'm a cinephile,"
Yeah, it's weird.
because cinephile sucks. I'm so sorry, guys, but like those people who's like, "You've never seen The Breakfast Club?"
Okay, be nice to The Breakfast Club. It's not a bad movie.
I've never seen The Breakfast
It's
Club.
fine.
Sorry, guys.
I don't get the hype, but
It's just the fandom. Sorry, guys.
it's not that bad. Yeah, yeah.
But like people who are like, "You've never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie?"
Are people saying Quentin Tarantino is the pinnacle of cinema? Because I would disagree. He's fine.
He just likes foot.
No, you know who's really like that? Like every film student's like wet dream.
Is who?
The guy who made fucking Interstellar. What's his name?
No, yeah, Noah. What's his name? The guy who made Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I can't
It's
remember.
the same guy. I don't know. I've only watched Oppenheimer. Sorry, guys. I'm a cinema student's worst nightmare. Like they hate me. I'm like, I've seen the classics. I've seen Ice Age 3 and Jurassic Park.
They hate to see you coming.
They hate to see me coming. But yeah. So, you know, and also I know, okay, I'm kind of jump starting because I think it's connecting, but like this is like part 4 what I'm talking about. We're at part 2, by the way.
That's fine.
But like in part 4 we mentioned like a lot of the great stuff is outside of your comfort zone. And especially I'm talking to like people who hate animations. Guys, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is one of the best movies ever.
I wholeheartedly agree.
And
it is frighteningly good.
And a lot of you are missing out just because you're afraid to go outside your comfort zone. Same thing with like people who do not want to watch foreign movie. Like get outside America, guys. Get your head outside of America. I beg, because some good movies are Chinese. Some of the best movies I've seen are Korean. Get outside of your comfort zone and you'll find your niche maybe, or you'll find like a gem that nobody has ever seen before, but it's really dear to you. Like that one very old Japanese movie about wolf kids.
That's not niche.
Nobody knows it around
yes,
me.
the people. The ways in which I've seen multiple fan arts for that. There's no way nobody knows it.
Why is nobody like? I've seen 1,000 TikToks. No, not 1,000, but I've seen a few TikToks of people being like, "Oh, movies. I'm convinced I'm the only one I've seen," and every time Wolf Kids is on it. Guys, watch Wolf Kids.
It's just that the fans move in the shadow. they're too upset about the fact that in their favorite movie, the mom fucking gets stuck in a camion poubelle and dies tragically.
Stop talking about this movie.
Whatever. No, yeah, I think you're very right. I mean, comfort zones, guys, respectfully, you don't need one.
Yes.
Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna start a bad movie and you're gonna be like, oh, I don't like this. You can just stop it.
This is, however, not about shows, guys. Because shows take a lot more, like, out of your involvement than movies.
Yeah, but then again, you can stop anytime you don't like it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
unless you're paying for it at the cinema, in which case I guess it makes sense if you don't want to watch something you're not sure you're gonna like. Like, be adventurous.
Get out your comfort zones, especially in media, because I guarantee you, it's like me rifling through my library and stumbling across Moonstone. Guys, when I finish it, it might be my favorite book ever. Who knows?
What's your current favorite book? Is it The Secret History?
Yes.
Okay.
And also Six of Crows.
Oh.
And The Puppy War.
That's my favorite books.
That's like my top three. My top three is The Secret History, Six of Crows, and The Puppy War.
In that order specifically?
I think Six of Crows and The Puppy War are interchangeable, but The Secret History stay on top. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I think The Secret History is one of my Horcruxes, which is shameful to mention J.K. Rowling in this podcast, but
yeah, fuck her.
Fuck J.K. Rowling. YouTube, you can ban me for this. I don't care.
They will probably.
I don't care. Anyway, fandom is dead. Long live fandom.
Ooh.
Fandom is dying, guys. Fandom is dying, and guys,
it's not just media literacy. It's media literacy and anything that has anything to do with it.
Literally, because am I about to go on the tangent that quarantine killed fandoms? Is this the part where I explain to everybody why COVID is the bane of my existence? It killed everything, including my grandma. So,
oh, dude, are you good? I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
Actually, COVID didn't kill my grandma. Cancer did, but I think COVID made it worse. But yeah, so quarantine. Is quarantine? Okay. Quarantine killed fandoms because people were holed up in their apartments and had nothing to do but to be online all day. And we all know that, like, the living ground of fandom is being online. Like, Tumblr.
Yeah, I mean,
like this godforsaken website. And also, so people had nothing else to do, and then they went in my house. This is what happened. People came into my house, trashed the place, and when I came home from my little vacation, which was me playing Animal Crossing nonstop, everything was like, the table wasn't in the right place, and people were like judging. Like, coming into fandom without fandom etiquette is insane and makes me want to puke and tear my eyes out, like literally rip them away.
Yeah, here's what I don't like. Here's what pisses me off about that. I think that there was... I think it's very unfair to say that fandom was perfect before COVID. It wasn't. There's always been, like, just so many issues with fandom because it's a community, and that makes sense. No place, even online, is perfect. However, I do think we've lost something that was always present in fandom before COVID, which was the fundamental understanding that if you are in fandom, you are not cool. Yeah. I am sorry to say it like that, but it is true. Yeah, we are not the cool kids of the internet. We are not even the, like, somewhat relatable kids. We are the fucking weirdos in the one table in the back
at the cafeteria
playing the Pokemon card game and refusing to eat lunch because we don't like the texture of it. Okay, we are not cool, and we are not trying to be cool. We are trying to have a good time talking with other people about the things that we love.
Yeah.
And now fandoms have turned into one big popularity contest, I feel like.
Exactly.
And everybody is just judging everybody else. And it's like, guys, I don't think that was the point.
No, like judging. Okay, so I'm not against embracing people to like.
You don't want to gatekeep?
I don't. Okay,
You're a gatekeeper.
You guys know I'm a bit of a gatekeeper. Okay, sometimes I have gatekeeping tendencies, but you guys, the more the merrier. The more we're having fun. But like, you guys need to understand where it come from, and I also hate. I hate like when we lost everything, like the death of ships. Don't people
coming get shipping.
People coming up to me, why do you ship this? This isn't canon. I'm about to burn your house down. Like what?
That's not the whole point.
Like, I'm having fun, guys. If I wanna do just a little bit of shipping, don't. I think we've lost one of the very, really important things that was on Wattpad.
The pillars of fandom, guys.
The pillar of Wattpad, which don't read.
Yeah.
And don't watch. Like, guys, if you're scrolling on AO3 and stumble across a fic with a ship you hate, scroll! Oh my god! Scroll! Think about this. Like, okay, example. There's one ship that I fucking hate. And it's in the Mariners fandom.
No, you have to say the ship.
And it's James and Regulus. I fucking hate them. I'm so sorry, guys.
You're shipping those guys? I even fucking know. Okay, good to know. I guess.
Okay, it's like
Slay.
It's like the most famous ship right now in the fandom.
I thought it was fucking
Wolfstar.
Yeah.
Wolfstar is a dying art.
No, what?
Wolfstar is kind of a dying art. I'm gonna be so real. And one of the best fics that have like the best Wolfstar are Jegulus fic, which is killing me. By the way,
hard life.
So I've given up on Wolfstar. This is awful. Anyway, and so I hate this, but like, okay, basically the most famous fic right now is Crimson Rivers, which is a Marauder's Hunger Games AU.
And it's not all the young dudes?
All the young dudes is also dying.
They're losing the ancient text.
Guys, bring back all the young dudes. I miss it.
It was so good.
It was so good and I cried. Did you read the serious part?
I have not.
Someone rewrote all the young dudes, but from Sirius's point of view, and it's really good.
Oh, I gotta do that. Yeah.
I'll send it to you if I find
it.
Thank
you.
Anyway, and so I know Crimson Rivers has one, like, everybody's saying that it has one of the best Wolfstar in like fanfics actually, and I just did not read it because it would have been so bad. Like, I would have ended up commenting something like, "Oh, love this. Too bad Chegwin is here."
Like, that's not the main focus of the story.
Yeah. Exactly. And so everybody's like, "Yeah, just ignore it, guys. Let's relearn fandom etiquette. Let's relearn fandom etiquette because fandom is dying, and it's one of the things I hold the dearest. To be so real." I miss fandom already.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people that are in fandom can, like, recall how important it has always been for them. Just in terms of, socializing when it was hard to socialize, hanging out with people who have the same passion as you. And so, yeah, to see it, like, devolve into something that it was never meant to be is insane. Hard and really sad.
And also, it's really sad because me personally, I've outgrown, unfortunately, I'm really sad, I've outgrown the look of someone who is in fandom.
That's so true.
Like,
I haven't, guys. Just so you know.
Just so you know, I would look Dorian in the eyes and be like, one of us. And Dorian would look at me in the street and be like, oh my god, she's judging me. Probably. So that's how awful it's going for me, guys. But yeah, and I've lost the blue hair. I do not. Yeah.
You had blue hair at some point?
Yeah, I posted. Did you know?
Nobody fucking told me that.
I posted it multiple times.
I thought you were joking. In like a haha blue hair and pronouns way.
No, I actually had. I'll show you the video.
Okay.
Anyway, so so guys, I've lost the look and I feel I've lost the community at the same time. I'm really
No.
sad. Like, okay, and also I've gone out. Like I've okay. The people back then who were into fandom were also extremely toxic.
True.
Like we're gonna be so real.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I was in the fucking Undertale fandom. I know all about toxicity, right, man?
That's where I started, and also I was in the creepypasta fandom. So I was in the trenches. But yeah, and so in order to be healthy and not lose my mind again, I kind of left. I miss you guys, but everybody now around me doesn't really know what fandom is. Like my literal best friend doesn't read fanfiction.
To be fair, you are also surrounding yourself with normies.
Yes, I'm cornered, guys. I'm in between the normies. I feel like I'm normie passing.
Wow. Wow.
Like literally, I feel like an imposter. I'm in the middle of them, and I'm like, they don't know I was up until 2 a.m. reading about stupid flying lion pilots.
Nice.
So, and yeah, fandom is dead, and also like the normies joining is also very bad. Do you remember when people would call the whole Stranger Thing Hellfire Club debacle cringe?
Dude, I have opinions on that because I have been a firm believer in the fact that Eddie Munson did nothing wrong and I will die on that
He did nothing
fucking
wrong.
hill.
He did nothing
Guys,
wrong.
if I hear one person being like, oh, it is so cringe. Oh, they're just introducing characters and then immediately killing them. He's so irrelevant. I will go to war for Eddie Munson. Literally his first scene is about how genuinely good of a person he is. The whole point of the first scene that he appears in is to show, hey, he likes, you know, like stirring the pot and like pissing people off. But like, in the end, he genuinely wants to do the right thing, and it's all like from a place of genuine care and like respect for the people around him. And you all fuckers, I'm not gonna name names, but you know who you are. Which, by the way, the Venn diagram of the people who think animation is only for kids and the people who think animation is cringe is somehow it's just a full circle. So
yeah, it's almost a full circle. I hate you guys.
Yeah, he's just a guy, and the people who were imitating his like art style and like just doing TikTok dances or whatever were just having fun. It's really not that deep.
Genuinely, like people that were like, okay, I think it's really interesting because there was a crossover between TikTok becoming mainstream, like people stopping wait,
You can do it.
people no longer thinking that TikTok was cringe, and the coming of like the new season of Stranger Things was at the same time. So we had our space. Like TikTok was our space back then.
I wouldn't know. I've never been on TikTok, but
You missed out, Boar. You missed out. I'm so sorry, buddy.
I don't like the format.
I get it. It's ruining my attention span. But yeah, and so TikTok was really big on like fandom. Like it was very a place of fandom, cosplay and stuff at the time. And so when it came, there was a lot of people who were like, this is a safe space. We can do a little ridiculous Eddie Munson dance. Because it was cute. Like it was just fandom having fun. And at the same time, people were downloading TikTok, and so people were getting bullied on the internet, like, ew, cringe, what the fuck. Guys, step foot in a convention.
First of all, yeah. Second of all, guys, genuinely, again, It's really not that deep.
It is really
Like,
not
are
that
you
deep.
art people annoyed that kids who don't know about art, clothing, and like the art culture are trying to get into it? You should be welcoming them. You should be teaching them. That's your job as people who are already in the community. Are you people who play D&D and are, I was one of them, annoyed that people are only talking about D&D in relation to the show? Just teach people D&D. It's a great occasion of making new friends, initiating people to something that you love. Why is your reaction being like, you suck and I don't like you? Like,
Exactly.
Why?
Like, Dorian has kidnapped me into playing D&D with them, and our group of friends. This is our group of friends now. Like, I know it was yours first, but I'm kidnapping all of them. So
If we think about it, it was Leah's first. Leah is the one who keeps dragging everybody else in. She's like
That's
a black hole.
that's because Leah, if you are listening to this, we love you.
I love you so much, buddy.
I miss you. Come back home. But also Leah actually is a bit of a normie, and she has this
A bit.
I'm trying to not be insulting. But Leah is a normie. I'm gonna be so real. And she has the opposite problem of me, where she just drags like nerds around her. And so every time she she becomes friend with a new person, she's like, "Oh, you're a nerd. You should talk to my other nerds, to my other nerds people." And so she just puts all of us in relations, so we stop pestering her about her nerdy stuff. Like, genuinely, me going on and on and on about Epic the musical, and Leah being like, "You should talk to Dorian." Leave me alone. Talk to Dorian.
That's so fair. But also, I think Leah is maybe one of the most open-minded people we know. And that's
I love
why.
her. Like, when I say I hate normies, I'm never, never, never talking about my queen Leah. I love
Leah
her.
can do no wrong. Leah's perfect.
Except for the fact that she's rich.
Oh, yeah.
We'll ignore it, because if Leah could, she would give all her money to us.
For sure.
For sure. So, normies are really fun. No, just Leah.
Specifically Leah. Everybody else, guys,
get a grip.
We don't not like you, but...
Yeah, exactly. Also, the people that are coming on AO3 and wanted to censor AO3.
Oh, guys, I listen, and I say this as someone who cannot handle a lot of the things that are on AO3. Fucking stop it. Censor is all around us, in the world, in politics, in like modern medias already. We don't need it to get to AO3. We have enough issues.
Filter. The filter button exists.
Yeah, just don't interact with people who don't have the same values. It's not a hard thing to do, guys. Also, I'm not saying, lock yourself in an echo chamber, but if you draw the line somewhere, just draw the line and don't try to.
And just tell people. Like, I'm not being very careful about the way I consume things on AO3, but every time I stumble across a godforsaken Among Us fanfic in the middle of 2020, where people lay eggs in other people.
Whoa. See, guys, that's the stuff that I filter. And if I can, you can too.
Yes, I didn't, because I'm an idiot, but I'm only blaming myself. I'm not gonna blame the person that wrote it, because it's literally written in the tags. Egg laying. And I'm like, you know what? I should have known.
As long as you respect the guidelines, of which there are very little.
There's the guidelines.
Do whatever you want, guys.
Do whatever you want. Like, be nice on AO3. Be nice to fandoms. And, like, when you go into spaces that, like, were made for people that were ostracized, I managed to say that word.
That was so good.
For people that were ostracized and, like, growing up and, like, different stuff than you, because what do normies like? This is the same question as what does Leah do?
The Venn diagram between between Leah's activities and Normie's activities is also just a circle. No, yeah, I don't know, man. My brother is pretty average. He just goes out with his friends and plays video games. So, I guess people do that.
Damn, this is what I do.
Yeah,
Normie
secretly
coming out.
norm.
Normie coming out. No, actually, I go out with my friends and then I go home and I watch shows and I read books. And in the bus to go out with my friends, I'm reading fanfiction
Here's
about
the
the
difference
shows.
between you and my brother. My brother is capable of being normal about stuff. You are not.
What do you mean? I'm completely normal about Voltron.
Do you want me to count the number of messages you've sent me since you've started Voltron? Because guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's more than 100. It's probably more than 200. Only about Voltron, by the way, not our regular conversations about other things.
No, because we talk. Okay, we have moments where we talk about other stuff, and then every night it's just me spamming about Voltron. Like I don't stop. Like you see a wall of multiple texts, and it's just me. It's just me going on and on and on.
No, but I feel like I'll do the same thing at some point to you whenever I'm rewatching Community.
Yes, yes,
I'm just gonna start
I love
spamming.
hearing about my friends' hyperfixation, and those are my fandoms in law. I think Community is my fandom in law. Like when I see it on TikTok, I'm like, I know that's true, and Ahmed.
Exactly. You know about it.
I'm like, those are my sons-in-law. But yeah. So also, can we talk about the elephant in the room, which is ChatGPT fix?
Guys. Guys. I say this as someone who has grown up with literature as their primary thing that they were doing every day for most of their lives. I'm saying this as something as someone who truly does believe in human inventivity and human talent. Guys, you gotta stop.
Guys, you gotta stop.
You simply must.
And it's really okay. I gotta come out and said I've written my first fan fictions like this year because I've never written anything because I'm ashamed.
And you haven't shown them to me?
No, like they were the stuff I wrote to you.
Oh, okay. That counts.
Does that count? Yeah. It's literally fan fiction about my own world ever.
So it's
not a fan fiction. I'm my own fan.
I've been a fanfic writer for a while. Have I published anything new in like 2 years? No, but in my heart,
I have a really hard time fanficking. But yeah, I really love fanfiction, and never in my head has it crossed my mind to like go on ChatGPT and be like, yeah, I want this. I would rather, like, I've seen people say that they have gone and translated Chinese fanfiction for their niche fandom rather than go on ChatGPT. And that's true. Like, guys, let's interact with each other, be nice.
Guys, the whole point of fandom is to create a space that can reclaim modern media from the people who control it, which are people who do not care about minorities, who do not care about lower class people. The whole point of fandom is that we have a space where we can take the stories that matter to us, but that never give people like us what we need, and give that to each other as a gift. If you're using mainstream tools like ChatGPT, who, by the way, really bad for the planet, guys, just so you know, horribly bad for the planet, just look it up.
Where's the fun of it? That's my question.
Please realize you are doing the fucking opposite of what fanfic is even about.
Like, and also, where's the fun of it? Like, there's...
I know, it's not even... You're just putting a prompt in the fucking machine. It's so boring.
It's boring, and maybe, okay, I don't know, maybe I'm insane, but, like, okay, you guys know, if you are a close friend of me, the book is going terribly bad. No, it's going not great. I struggle, but I would never in my life think of like asking ChatGPT to write it in my stead. Never. Because there's no fun. Me losing my mind texting Dorian insane stuff that's going to happen
She does all the time.
is all of the fun of writing. Me recording myself for 3 hours trying to explain to myself what's gonna happen is all of the fun of it. Like, you have free will. You are God.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, that's what's happening. You have God. Your characters are puppets on a string, and you can have them do whatever you want, and it's so fun. It's the pleasure of creation. Do you guys not have the pleasure of creation? And some people don't. Some people don't, and that's okay. But people around you do. Ask them. Like,
Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
Like,
There's
don't-
so many ways of contributing to fandoms that aren't writing things.
Literally,
if that's not your thing, that's okay.
you can make
don't ruin it.
memes. You can make memes. You can just have shit posts
You
about
can
like
write
the characters.
metas. You
can do analysis, you can do fan arts, and like, we're not gonna judge the quality of your art. Like, nobody cares, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I even want to say, we're not gonna judge the quality of your fanfics. Like, come on,
Be
so real.
I'm never gonna judge you. Like, we were talking about the Clans fanfic I'm reading, and I said all of them are bad. I finished all of them.
Yeah, me
and
too.
some of them are like 80 chapters and like 300k.
Guys, at some point, when you're in niche fandoms, you will take whatever the fuck you can get.
Guys, I've read very, very niche stuff. I've read a fanfic about like a background character in Zelda Skyward Sword. And it's the only one that exists. So, like, I'm gonna take whatever you give me. At this point, anything is good, as long as like it was written by someone who has too much caffeine in their blood at 3 a.m. instead of doing their homework. Like, this is the true core of being of reading fanfic and being a fanfic writer, because I think there's an understanding and there's a love for the original media and the love for the people you're depicting in your fanfic that simply isn't there when you're asking ChatGPT.
Yeah, it honestly, I'm gonna come out and say it. You don't seem like you like the media you're consuming if you're using ChatGPT to write fics about it. If you're not even gonna take the time to write it, why should anybody take the time to read it?
Exactly.
It's worthless. Like, I'm sorry. If you keep it to yourself, I guess
that's okay. I guess I'll ignore. I'll judge, but I ignore.
Yeah. You're still using ChatGPT, which is really bad. But yeah. Anyway, I don't like AI, guys. Don't use it for fanfics. Don't use it for your schoolwork. You can do the things yourselves. Everybody has always done the thing themselves before it existed. We can keep doing the things ourselves.
Exactly. Like, literally, AI is ruining the fun. Short form content also made it worse. That's what you wrote. So I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Don't get me started. Yes. Guys, here's the thing. Stop fighting on Twitter.
Real.
It's so not the place. Stop fighting on TikTok. It's also not the place. We cannot have productive discussions in social medias that are specifically made to limit the number of characters you can write.
Exactly.
Stop. Just stop it. Like, either have discussions on Tumblr or just ignore the people you disagree with. Exactly. When has internet argument ever led to anything productive?
Exactly.
Be so fucking for real.
Like me, when I go on Twitter and there's insane stuff that's being said,
I just move on. I just block the person and move on. I do not have time to write a 25-word answer explaining why I disagree. They're not gonna fucking listen.
Exactly.
And short form content in general, and just like the format in itself, is making it harder for us to have these discussions that maybe are important to you. If they are, find another way to have them. Have them in real life. Have them with your friends. Have them in social medias that have the platforms for them. Stop having them in places that are literally made for you to have those polarizing debates without being able to truly express what you meant. Why do you think Twitter is so bad?
Twitter is so
It was
bad.
made that way, guys.
It's so bad, guys. It's not made for like conversations and like stuff about fandom. And at the end of the day, the person is gonna ignore you or like tell you to go kill yourself because it's Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna say the R slur too, because of course they are.
They're gonna call you an F slur. So, you know, the fun of fandom, and everything is like jumbled together. Go on Tumblr, guys. Revive Tumblr.
Don't actually. It's full of white people, apparently.
What?
Yes, haven't you seen the survey? I sent
Oh
it
no,
to
yeah,
you.
you sent me the survey.
Fucking 90% of people on Tumblr are white, guys.
Guys.
It's so bad, guys.
Where are our POCs? POC people, come to Tumblr. POC people. Puck people, come to Tumblr. Anyway, we can move on to part 3. I think we've talked enough about fandom. We're gonna go back to fandom very soon.
Yeah, basically.
Guys. Part 3 is basically the death of media literacy, which is the actual...
That's your part, buddy.
That's my part. Media literacy is going bad. It is. Because people cannot read. I'm so sorry, guys, you cannot read. You do not understand what you're reading about. And that's an issue. Like, First thing, that's Dorian that wrote that. But strong female characters, my main issue. I fucking hate when you guys have like...
Love that you say you guys as if every single person who's listening to this is personally responsible.
Yes, you guys hate strong female characters. And I'm so sorry to say it, but it's true. You do not understand most strong female characters. And I'm going to mention... Who am I going to mention for this? I'm gonna mention Rin from the Popular. Nobody's getting her like I do. Because no, but genuinely, you guys, okay, so with like the raise of like female rage and everything, which is really great. I really love female rage. I mean, the character I'm writing is actually insane.
I love female rage. You guys need to stop using horror movies you do not understand as example of female rage.
Exactly.
Midsommar is not female rage, she's in a cult. Gone Girl is not female rage, she's a terrible person.
Exactly. Oh my god. People are using Gone Girl as female rage?
Yeah. I've seen... Dude, in my fucking university class about narratology, about the pinnacle of you should be able to understand that this is not a like girl power moment. Anyway.
Insane. Gone Girl, which I love because I respect women's right and women's wrongs, is not a great character, guys. Like, you should... It's not female rage. It's not. It's rage.
And neither is Midsommar. Just because the people around her were shitty doesn't mean that her joining a cult is better, guys.
Guys, and I'm talking about Rin, who's an awful person, by the way. I know I cannot spoil the Popular because Dorian hasn't finished it.
I don't think I'll finish it.
Huh?
I don't think I'll finish it.
Anyway.
I don't like it that much, I'm sorry.
You suck. Rin commits a genocide. So everybody knows that, and everybody's like, yeah, no, female rage. She sucks. Like, I mean, she committed a genocide, guys.
I mean, in this day and age, nobody cares, apparently.
Nobody cares about genocide, apparently, right now, but she did. And although there's a lot of explanation as to why she did it,
that still doesn't justify it.
Still doesn't justify it. And people are always like, I want strong female characters, and people always complain when they get them when their strong female characters are flawed. Like, I'm sorry, you cannot have a character that's constantly angry and have her being rational and have her make sense. Like, okay. And I say this as someone who has listened to Arif Kwong explaining the female rage part of Ren. And Ren is not supposed to be like this person you're supposed to follow. And so, yeah, she explained that Ren is supposed to represent that you cannot go anywhere with just anger. Like, you're supposed to evolve, especially when you want to, like, in the society of the Popular, when you want revolution and to change the system that's in place. But you need strong female characters. You want strong female characters, but you need to understand that they're going to be very flawed, because we have this thing where to have a great female character, you have like this standard of them to be perfect. because which is insane because okay,
You're not asking the same of male characters.
yeah, male characters, they can do whatever the fuck they want. And also, like, it's insane because we keep complaining about like male when they write those characters that those female characters that never have any issue, that like are skinny and perfect and never have any emotion whatsoever. And we have like instrumentalized and kind of romanticized anger and rage to a point that rage has to be a certain way for them to be strong and to be like, you know, to admire them. And it's the same way as people who like idolize such a type of like mental health issues, and then when people are exhibiting real mental health problems, they're like, you suck. Like, people shocked when they find out people with depression don't brush their teeth. People with depression die. They jump off cliffs. Guys, let's be so real. Be like, you cannot expect your character, if you want a more human like and not this very poster plastic Barbie type of female characters, you need to accept that they're not gonna be absolutely perfect in the way you envision them, because women aren't perfect. I mean, they are, according to me specifically, but that's because I'm gay. But yeah, they're not gonna be perfect. And stop complaining, guys. You're ruining the fun for all of us, especially me, because I love when women kill other people.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, I have nothing to add. I agree. I think there's also something to be said about um people in fandom conflating liking a specific male character more than a female one with being misogynistic. That there's something different between a fandom that has a tendency to ignore female characters and someone being like, hey, I relate to this character more. And he happens to be a guy. I mean, I think we need to um, use the word misogyny better in
Yes.
fandom spaces. Not everything is misogyny. A lot of it is. I'm not saying there's no misogyny in fandom because that would be a fucking lie. I mean, just look at the list of the most popular ships on AO3.
Which is insane.
Where are the women?
Still!
Fucking put some respect on Destiel's name. Okay? I listen.
I think the second. What is the second one?
I have
I
no.
think it's Sherlock and John.
That's so fair.
I think it's John Locke.
I have no clue. But yeah, no, guys, is fandom bad to women a lot of the time? Yes. Does that mean that if you like a male character more than the female one just because that's your personal preference and you relate more to the male one, you're misogynistic? No. We need to find the balance, guys. We can do it.
Yeah, but that's a story for after. Okay. It's working. We're back after having multiple conversation about the fanfics we're reading right now.
I haven't talked about. Oh yeah, I have actually.
You have.
Yeah.
You have. And
Guys,
the horrible.
Don't watch South Park. That's what I have to say.
Guys, you just, yeah. Apparently don't watch South Park, but I'm convincing all of you to watch Voltron. Anyway, I think the subpart we're reaching is about the fact that the internet killed media literacy, because you're used to everything being spoon fed to you and not having to dig deep anymore. And that's me. I wrote that. Because I think you guys do not do analysis for the love of the game.
Why are they doing analysis if not for the love of the game?
I don't fucking know. But like, people just watch analysis, or like, people don't even like to watch analysis. I don't know.
Yeah, people make fun of video essays now. It's become cringe to do video essays apparently.
What?
Yeah.
My entire life is about video essays.
Me too, I don't know what's happening.
You guys don't like video essays? You guys are not gonna like this podcast. Like, I'm definitely doing off, like, hors serie of just me and I doing analysis.
You're sure?
of different stuff. I'm doing an analysis of Shira, Princess of Power.
Which one? The like
The
old
gay
one or the
one.
new one?
The
Both are gay.
real. The new one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna talk about?
The fact that people literally do not understand what went on between Adora and Catra.
People do though, no?
People comparing Catra and Adora to Caitlyn and Vi
Insane.
is the
That's insane.
insane. This is what's happening.
Catherine and Dora is what would have happened if Kate V was written well. And they will die on that hill.
Exactly. People are comparing them. People are saying Catra and Adora are worse.
Insane.
Exactly.
Catra and Adora had at least like came from the same background. I wanna watch fucking oppressor x oppressed called fucking cupcake.
I fucking hate Kate Vi. Like I hate when a show makes me care more about the straight couple than the lesbian one.
And yet Time Bomb.
And yet Time Bomb has had me since season 1. That scene on the bridge was on replay. I was obsessed.
Oh, don't say that scene on the bridge. Call it what it is. The violent fight when one of them tried to kill the other.
See, okay, guys, you need to understand that everything
Violence is hot.
everything I'm ever gonna write about, the whole romance I'm about to write, is basically based on the violent reaction I had watching Jinx and Echo fight. You're gonna get multiple scenes of Elias and Lillian fighting. Sorry, guys. Members' body parts are lost.
That's insane. That's how you're advertising your book.
Yes, guys.
The main romance ends with body part loss.
No, but they get married. Or not. Anyway, yeah. So because people do not care. People do not care anymore. And I'm not gonna name names, but I have people around me who make fun of me for me being a very analysis oriented type of person when I consume media. Anyway, yeah. People being like, the sentence, it's not that deep.
It haunts you. It haunts your nights.
It haunts me at night. What do you mean it's not that deep? It is. Art is that deep. Guys,
if you really think full-on adults whose whole job is to make what you are consuming didn't think about the details, you are sorely fucking mistaken. That's what I'm gonna say.
like one time I had an argument, a person was like, oh my god, recreating the argument. Oh my god, yeah, you're unable to consume anything without looking for the deeper meaning. I'm literally paying tribute to the creator. If you guys, when I finish the book, trust I'm gonna finish it soon. And if you guys aren't looking for the deeper meaning, what are you doing? I spend all these days thinking of foreshadowing and like ways to hide stuff and mention stuff and write differently a certain way for the message I want to be conveyed in a really beautiful and artistic ways for you guys to just read one of the relationships and be like, oh no, that's toxic. If I see any one of you saying that Elias and Lillian are toxic, I'm raining hell. I think if the book ever becomes popular, I cannot be on Twitter.
Oh god, yeah, no.
I have to delete the app. I gotta delete my account, delete the app. I cannot be seeing what you guys are saying. I'm so sorry.
I want to shout out the people who genuinely think that the blue curtain is just blue. Because, guys, I wish I could live my life like yours. I wish I could wake up in the morning and just form no coherent thought ever.
Every day, I'm like, oh my god, if I was born dumb, if I had no brain. Maybe life would be different.
No, but like, okay, I don't think it's so much that people aren't able to notice, it's that people don't take the time and don't care to notice and think it's fun to make fun of people who actually do care.
Because it's the fun of it, and also I think it's a real big part of like the relationship between creator and consumer. You know,
I don't like the word consumer. I'm
yeah.
gonna be so honest, it makes it sound like art is a product, which I don't like, but
Where it sounds very capitalism vibe. But like creator and the receiver, the one that's watching the art, the one that's loving the art.
like the audience, yeah.
Yeah, the audience. And you know, the creator puts so much love and effort in like the details and everything. And I really love the fact that there's clues. And sometimes you can find your own clues. Sometimes I would love if like I were to create something and people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, I really love the detail that you put there." And I'm like, "That wasn't intentional, but thank you. I really glad because I feel like the art and the act of creation is now um like we're sharing it together. Like same way with like fanfics and fandoms. I'm putting my universe, my thoughts, everything I did and stuff I made up in my head outside, and you guys are doing it whatever you want with it. And you know, comment on se dit? Se le réapproprier, making it yourself. Like making it yours, your own. Anyway,
It's okay, buddy.
guys, it's been 2 hours.
We've been recording for a while.
For a while. Anyway.
The YAYAP prediction that this was gonna last 4 hours looking realer and realer by the second.
Because we're like part 3, guys. There's 8 parts.
We have to speed through it.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, fun comes from I don't know. Like when I watch media, me personally, it's really I cannot ignore the
Okay, but I feel like putting it this way. If it's not your cup of tea to look at media and analyze it, if you just want to watch something and have no deeper thought about it, that's fine.
That's
Just
fine.
don't come for the people who actually do enjoy
Yeah.
analysis, because that you just sound kind of like assholes. Like, oh yeah, I don't care. I don't wanna care. It's not that cool.
It's giving those people that when you're outside and reading a book and people come up to you and be like, "Oh, you're reading a book? I haven't read a book since 5th grade." Okay, get out my face. What? Like, who cares if books aren't your cup of tea? Maybe I'm judging a little, but
Oh no, I'm joking. It's books, guys.
Guys, it's books. But yeah, if you don't like to read, I guess I'll ignore. But don't come to me and ruin my fun. Don't yuck my yum, as they say.
Exactly.
Like people coming up to me and being like, "It's not that deep. Stop. Like, can't you enjoy?" People coming to me and saying, "Can't you just enjoy things normally?"
This is how I enjoy things.
This is me having fun.
Yeah.
Me in front of a clue board with red strings taping different images together is me having a superb time. Me making PowerPoints about my favorite piece of media at the same time. This is me having fun. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
The fact that you're saying all of this and you're not an Alex Skinny is so confusing to me.
I'm a Caskini for the rage.
That's perfect.
And also because I love Alex.
That's also fair.
But yeah. Guys, you don't know who Alex is, but it's a Dorian's characters.
Yeah.
Alex and Kaz are Dorian's characters and also it's really funny that Dorian really loves to trash on my favorite character, and I'm threatening to kill Dorian's favorite character every second.
She's holding me hostage. In fact, I'm only doing all of this because I'm scared that if I don't, she's going to kill my favorite character in her book.
Free Isaac, guys.
Free Isaac.
Free Isaac.
I'm revoking your Isaac privileges. I already told you, I just kidnapped him.
No.
He's mine now. He's gonna have a happy ending.
He's gonna be with Prestige forever.
Oh.
I believe it. I believe in it. But yeah, so we finished part three, media literacy. And okay, so if there
You
are
sound like a school teacher. Okay, kids, next lesson.
okay, kids, next lesson, let's move on. If some of you listening are really interested in how do we get better at media literacy, I have 3 steps foolproof. It is not foolproof, guys. I made it last night at like 10 p.m. But I have some advice, I guess. Um, which is step one. I've just mentioned it. Exit the it is really not that deep mentality. If you're one of those that's not really good at media literacy but want to be, you have to not be scared to dig deep. You have to not be scared. The curtain isn't just blue. Like there's a reason why it's blue. There's a reason why the color blue was chosen. There's multiple reasons as to why a certain because I say this as a writer. I think you can identify Dorian, but like I spend so much time choosing the words I'm using and like the colors and the reasons why this is happening at this moment as this time and age that there's a reason, and there's a reason that you can find, and there's a reason that I didn't even intend but that would help you connect with the piece of media. um
Yeah, I mean, as a literature student, something that helps me a lot is thinking, uh, what does the author want you to understand?
yes,
Like, what is the author's goal here, and how does he accomplish that? There is very little in a piece of writing that isn't, at least unconsciously, there for a reason.
exactly.
Because writers have a job. They know what they want to do. When they're good writers, they might not be. You might be reading
Colleen
Colleen
Hoover.
Hoover.
I mean, guys, I'm gonna be so real. The scene where they're both laughing at like their son's balls. The scene about laughing at the baby's balls means nothing. I'm so sorry. But you know, pick and choose, know what you're reading. But also, it's not because something is made for kids that it's not deep. Like,
Yeah.
I think My Little Pony has like a lot of.
Oh, wait, but it has this great song about conformity and like propaganda. Guys, how does it feel to be stupider than the people who write My Little Pony? I just
Guys, real. Like, how does it feel? I'm so sorry. All art is political. That's a real thing. And whether it is unconscious or not, like, one of my biggest example is a lot of J.K. Rowling suck boo hoo hoo is a lot of her bigotry can be seen in Harry Potter, especially with the goblins. The goblins being Jewish caricature, by the
Yeah.
way, is an example. We have also Rita Skeeter. We have a lot of stuff. Like Rita Skeeter is basically a transphobia panel. I'm so sorry.
So is Dolores Umbridge,
Yes, like both
by
of
the
them
way.
being described as looking falsely female, kind of masculine and weird. Rita Skeeter like disguising herself as like um a woman to spy on kids. This this like sounds familiar to the arguments that J.K. Rowling like advances every time she's trying to be a horrible transphobic person. So all art is political, whether or not like if you're gonna write a book, a lot of your like political standpoints are gonna transpire through whatever you're writing, especially through fantasy and like fake worlds and stuff. Like the way you're gonna build your world is gonna show what you think is normal and what you think isn't.
Yeah, the most recent example I have in mind is this like weird trend on TikTok of inventing slurs to talk about robots. Like, guys, I'm sorry to say, if you're
This is
having fun,
happening?
yeah, if you're having fun, haha, inventing fake slurs just so you can say them, that probably says something about how you treat people in real life.
That's
Don't do
insane.
that shit. That's just weird.
That's so weird. Yeah. Okay, so I think also step 2 of my 3-step thing is also it's off again.
No, you're doing so good.
Okay. Step 2 is like, okay, be open to learning. I wasn't born with like this incredible and really good
Wow, you're so modest.
media literacy that I have. I was really, really bad at media literacy when I was like 14, guys. So like that's not even that long ago. Um that was like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I was so bad at it. And I think the best way is to be open to learning. Like the more you develop your media literacy, the less you are an easy target of propaganda. Like whatever you watch is political. And like I don't think there's like sub forms of art, but like there's obviously very big essay and analysis stuff, such as, oh, his name is Christopher Nolan,
Oh
the one
yeah.
that made Interstellar. But like watching Oppenheimer is very different than watching My Little Pony. But also I think there's as much political analysis material in both.
Let's say it's put differently.
Yeah.
I feel like My Little Pony is a little bit easier to understand because the messages are literally written for children.
Yeah, exactly.
That does not make it any less valuable. It's just not as
Nuanced and very
hidden,
developed
yeah,
also.
or like hidden within the narrative as movies like Oppenheimer.
Okay, I we were talking about the summer I turned pretty. And I have
What's the lesson of the Samurai Tom Freddy?
no, I don't think the lesson is in the summer I turned pretty because it sucks.
Every
But
story's got a lesson, a simple moral to be told. No matter the twist and turn, there's always something you can learn.
I'm so fucking tired.
Me too, dude.
Dude, we're at the end of the rope.
We can't do. Maybe we need an episode 3. I know I'm the best guest so far. There's only been 3 guests, but I'm the best one.
Yeah, you are.
Fight me. The 2 other people that were in the first episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know you guys. You seem cool, but
Fuck you, Moss. You believe in white racism. But yeah. No, actually, yeah, this okay. Another example of like, things being political and in anything you watch, like even kind of like I don't want to say trash media, but things you watch more for leisure, such as The Summer I Turned Pretty. I've watched most, if not all, of like Jenny Han discography, and she has this thing where there's always a POC. In like romance movies where there's like the main couple and then there's like a side chick, second love interest that gets disregarded for like the main guy, I guess. And in Jenny Han's stuff, the black boyfriend slash black girlfriend disposable trope is very, very present. And you get that in a sense, maybe it's not like intentional, but she thinks that like most her characters are Asian people ending up with like white people. And there's also always a black character that's just there to like be disposable so that the person ends up with the white person. And even in stuff like that, you can understand that like there's a certain view, there's like a political standpoint here that's not that I don't think she intended for it to happen that way, but it's
yeah, there's
there.
like a particular view of the world that isn't really questioned.
Exactly. And it's it's romance stuff that you watch like after work to empty your head. And every time I would watch it I would be like, that's odd. It's like the third time this has happened in one of your books or like shows, Jenny Han. Please reconsider, maybe. So everything you watch is political, and maybe you also the worst is like with like things for kids. Dorian is falling asleep.
No, no.
Things you watch for kids also are you have to be more careful with those because then you kind of integrate when some stuff are going well, when some stuff are depicted. Like if I were a kid and were to watch people that look like me being constantly disposed of for like the white characters, I would unconsciously integrate in my head that I am disposable when the other party is a white person.
But that's already what happens, isn't it? Because I personally, I mean, I've grown up, the only Arab representation I had was fucking Aladdin. Okay? So, first of all, Aladdin told me that I'm either a thief or a very scantily clad princess who's basically a prima donna and complains about everything, or I'm an evil dark mage, or I'm a bad politician. That's my four options, guys. And
I
I
think
mean,
Jafar is hot.
you need to watch Twisted.
Yes, okay.
He's hot and Twisted. Anyway, but yeah, no, I don't know, guys. Pay attention to the stuff you watch because even when you don't think so, it presents a certain aspect of society in the view of the people who've made the thing. I mean, we can go deeper into the whole even leisure media is with stuff like Love Island and other like reality TV. The view those people have of relationships, romantic and sexual ones, and the way those are portrayed in those types of show is very telling of the way our society sees romance.
Really, that's so true. And like it's I kind of circle back to people being like it is really not that deep because even if you personally do not think the art you're consuming is political, the political aspect of the art you're consuming is going to affect you. And consciously or not, you're going to integrate whatever you're watching and whatever message it's in it. It is better to be conscious of what message you're integrating and digesting than not be, because then you can just be fed propaganda. I'm sorry. Like I love one of the shows I really loved watching this year is The Rookie, and it's
I have not
propaganda.
watched that.
It is propaganda, guys. Criminal Minds that you've watched
I have.
is also kind of propaganda. Ugh, get this.
I mean, I simply have to say that Criminal Mind especially is an interesting case because they are not hiding the fact that it is propaganda for the FBI. They're also really good at making you forget that the show is about FBI agents, though.
No, but the show is really good. Like it's one of my favorite shows, guys. I've seen it 3 times.
Criminal Minds is really good if you ignore the later seasons.
Oh my god, don't. Let's not.
It suffers from the curse of only having amazing first seasons.
I hate this.
Community has the same issue.
Voltron. Voltron peaked at season 2 and it has 8 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we need to also understand that shows need to end and we need to stop renewing shows that should have ended. Stranger Things.
I do not know what's gonna happen in the new Stranger Things.
I don't care. It should have stopped after the first season. That was the whole point. It was such a good season of television. You ruined it.
But I love season 3.
Listen, season 2 is good, season 3 is good. I'm not gonna say they're not. I agree. I'm just saying they are bringing up so many issues, and if they had only stopped at season 1, I mean, we wouldn't have had some of the amazing things we've had, but also it would have stopped there and be a almost perfect first season.
I think season 3 was the path to stopping. And I loved season 4.
I think we should have stopped at 2.
I think
That's my listen. When you start to add a Russian base under a mole, guys, I'm sorry to
But
tell
I
you.
loved Robin.
Listen, I love Robin too. I'm not saying I love the like. I love the Steve redemption arc. I love Steve and Dustin. I love Lucas' sister. I love a lot of things. I'm just saying it should have ended after season 1.
It is. It should have. But yeah, guys, I don't know what we were talking about.
Your 3-step plan to media literacy?
Yeah, the step 3 and the last and not really a good one is just, guys, I'm telling you to consume media, because the more you consume, the more you understand. And yeah, also I'm still circling back to what we said about like expand your horizon, but consume media and read reviews, do researches, look past what it's written. You need to look past the text, because that's what we did. You need to that's what we did when I said like the creator looked past what they were written, like they did research, they everything, there's a reason why it's written this way, and you need to find it, and it's all the fun. And the 3-step my 3-step thing about how to get better at media literacy is just for people who want to do it. Like, guys, I'm not forcing anybody. I mean, this is a dictatorship, but
We you could say it's not that deep in a way. It's not that deep. You don't have to do it.
it
You
is.
should, but you don't have to.
You should, because then you will get easily propaganded.
Propaganded.
I'm making up verbs now. Are you proud?
Yes, so proud.
Anyway, talking about propaganda, that's the next subject, because Dorian hates Netflix.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to spread my anti-Netflix propaganda. It's very simple, guys. I think we can all agree Netflix fucking sucks. Okay, so not even talking about the multitude of very good shows they've cancelled.
Voltron!
They also love to put things away and like take things off their catalog, very good things, and then keep the most terrible shows. Example, in the short span of time that I've watched Netflix, they've taken off Community, Psych, Getari, Labyrinth of Sinbad, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, which literally had the best first season of maybe any Marvel shows. But you know what they keep? Good Doctors. They keep fucking Good Doctors and The Big Bang Theory, because those two are clearly critically acclaimed masterpieces that need to stay on there. In conclusion, fuck Netflix, get an HBO subscription. It's also bad, but at least you'll get to watch Ted Lasso.
Real. And also, I can't believe we've sacrificed so many shows so Riverdale could do whatever.
Do its thing.
Do its thing, whatever happened in Riverdale.
I know everything that happens in Riverdale, and it's not even because I've watched it. I've just heard so many people complain about it. I can piece together the story.
I've watched Riverdale up to season 3 or 4.
Also, you've seen the floating babies.
I stopped after the floating babies. It was too much for me.
Fair decision.
I was like, floating babies? Going home. Guys, we're logging off.
That was too much. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
It was too much for me. No, but yeah, and sometimes I try to, tap back into whatever is happening with Riverdale, like I did throughout the years. And every time something new was happening, like that one crossover they did with Sabrina.
Yeah, it's because it's the same showrunner.
Get away, get away.
Do you know that that's actually canon? Fun fact. The Archie comics actually had Sabrina in them. So,
Oh, yeah.
And
That I
also
knew.
Katie Kin. And there's by the way, guys, if you are interested in like the original Riverdale comics, like where they come from, you should definitely check out the 2015 Jughead comics. They are so good. You get the way Jughead should always be, which is good asexual representation. You get funny comics hijinks, and that's great. You get a Sabrina crossover, but an actually good one.
Also, do you know the quote? Uh, I'm a
I'm weird, I'm a
weirdo. You know?
weirdo. I don't fit in and I don't wanna fit in. I mean, have you ever seen me without my stupid hat? Jughead wouldn't say that, okay? He doesn't even have a hat. He has a paper crown that he got at his favorite burger place because in the original comics, that's what he likes. Not writing, not being emo. He likes hamburgers, his dog, and hanging out with his friends.
What I'm hearing is Canon Jughead is basically Nico D'Angelo.
Yes, but significantly less emo.
I love Nico.
Yeah. Are you excited for the next season of the Percy Jackson show?
I'm gonna be so real.
I'm not.
I'm not. Okay, no, I'm excited because I love Lea Savage Jeffries and Walker Scott Bell. I think they're really, really good actors. Like, I think they cast well.
I
But,
agree.
but whatever else they did with the writing,
The rating is so meh.
yeah,
Like,
the
it's
writing,
not particularly bad, but it's so not good either.
like the writing, is not what I expected. It pisses me off because they had such a great cast. They have such a great cast, and yet, what are you doing, guys?
And they've even brought in the creator of the books, which is so rare for an adaptation. So I was really like hoping it would be good, and yet it's like fine.
But the same way, I want to add on with the beef with Netflix. I cannot believe I'm getting another Stranger Things season when they canceled Six of Crows.
They cancelled I Am Not Okay With This. They're horrible people.
I Am Not Okay With This was so good. I was
They're
so hooked.
so fucking good. They left us with the worst crossover too.
I'm so mad. But like, what is happening, guys? Also, they canceled The End of the Fucking World.
Yeah.
And I love that show.
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
They canceled Daybreak, which Daybreak wasn't good by any means, but I was so attached to it.
No, really, they're canceling so many good shows. I hate it. And also, I hate that I cannot be owning stuff anymore because Netflix keeps taking my stuff off of them. Guys, if anybody has like a DVD player, I'm looking for one.
I do, but it's mine and I'm not giving it to you.
Like, I'm putting this out there. Anybody has a DVD player they don't
Bro,
use?
just buy one. It's not that expensive. Nobody uses them anymore.
Yeah, I should look. I'm gonna look up one on Le Bon Coin.
Do it.
On Vinted.
No, yeah, see, this is what I've done. I've resigned myself. They've taken Community off every streaming platform. I just bought all of the DVDs. I don't care. I have the 8 seasons.
You're so right. I'm so close. They took Voltron off. I'm so close to buying the Voltron DVDs.
You should do it.
I'm gonna buy the Voltron DVDs, guys.
I'm gonna buy the Psych DVDs and I'm gonna buy the Criminal Minds DVD, okay?
Yeah, you're so right.
Guys, I'm gonna watch these shows even if it kills me.
Guys, Voltron is a part of me now. It's a part of my skin. I'm so sorry. Ever since 2016, I'm never gonna stop. Oh my god, 10 years.
You're old.
It's almost 10 years.
You're so old.
Since Voltron came out. This is awful. But okay. Also, they took off Sherlock. Netflix.
I'm not gonna complain about that.
I am.
I don't care.
I love Sherlock.
Guys, listen to the Sherlock & Co podcast. It's the best version of Sherlock Holmes.
Guys, watch BBC Sherlock. It's not necessarily good, but I'm attached to it, so like it. Oh my god, you mentioned Sherlock & Co in the next part.
Yes, because it's so good.
Okay, so we have our favorite disabled coded characters. Disabled or disabled coded?
Both,
nobody cares,
I think.
Because Dorian's disabled, so am I. So
hi, I'm neurodivergent.
Yeah, me personally, I'm peer reviewed. And also, I mean, I don't have to tell you guys that I'm disabled. You guys know.
No, but for your million of adoring fans all over the world.
Okay, I am. Okay, I have a physical disability, which impairs me in everyday life. Like, I don't like this. And Dorian keeps saying that I am autistic, which is not true.
It is.
And they have no argument
I
whatsoever.
have done thorough research, guys. I have read many books. I have talked to many disabled university teachers. I have asked for their recommendations on books that I should read, and I have come to the conclusion that Yaya is autistic.
No, I'm not. Okay. Okay, maybe a little.
A little, they say, like a liar.
Yeah, a little. No, I just love dinosaurs. That's totally normal. Everybody does.
Not to the extent that you do, but yeah.
Also, dogs. Let's talk about me and wolves.
Let's not.
This is gonna last.
You wanna record for another 3 hours?
Yes. Okay, so we have Abed, which is my son-in-law. So
Abed is a community character. He is the nerd of the friend group. He has a special interest in movies, which he
you.
devotes basically his.
So that's just you.
Yeah, but I'm not a good filmmaker. Abed is. Abed
think you
makes
would.
film parodies. I don't have the patience for it. I would make a good writer probably, but yeah, I started Community because I kept seeing clips of him and finding him relatable, and it has been both my introduction to my favorite show and my introduction to maybe one of my favorite characters of all time. There's something so very humane in the way that he's treated in the show, where instead of consistently making fun of his interests and calling him a nerd and basically making fun of him, the other characters are very accepting of how different he is. And the main writer of Community, while writing Abed, realized that he was autistic.
Oh,
so he accidentally autistic coded Abed while trying to just make a self insult.
That's so fucking funny.
That's the story. It's a character you don't see a lot in media. I mean, he's half Arab and half white, which is something I relate to as well. Yeah, he likes movie. He has a very codependent homoerotic friendship with his best friend,
which is so great. I love this.
And yeah, I have an idea.
Okay,
kind of half confirmed autistic.
Half confirmed?
Half confirmed in the sense that the writer was like, yes, I was thinking of myself and I'm in fact autistic and I gave a lot of my traits to him, so do with that what you will. And also the actor said, I am playing him as autistic.
Okay.
But technically, it's not like they went to in the show and said he's autistic, but they did say that he was maybe on the spectrum at some point, so you know.
Okay, that's not a disabled coded character for me. It's Toph from Avatar and the Last Airbender. I love Avatar and the Last Airbender so much. I know you're not big on it.
It's fine.
But for me, Toph was so it did wonders for me as a child. Like having a blind girl that literally just rocks the world. And I know I'm not blind. It's not the same. But having a disability, and especially, okay, it's not the same in Madagascar where I low-key grew up. Not when I say low-key, is like I would up until I was 10, I would spend like 50% of my year there. So I would be like 50% in France and then 50% in Madagascar. And then I spent a year there and then I came home and never went back. Guys, I'm doing a fundraiser so I can go back to Madagascar to send money. Anyway, and in Madagascar, we do not treat disabled people the same way we do in France. And in France, we have this way of very pitying and kind of infantilizing and acting as if disabled people cannot do anything else, and like they are just there and you have to just pity them and be sad for them, and that's all they serve. And growing in Madagascar, that's not how we think. We're just like, okay, you're disabled, deal with it, grow up. And no, that's basically what happened. And that's really how I felt watching Toph. Okay, so if you guys haven't watched Avatar and the Last Airbender, or if you don't really remember, Toph has one of her parents. uh Her parents kind of are like the French mentality, which is very cuddling and being like, she's so fragile and weak, she cannot do anything. And Toph is like, fuck not, I literally am the best around here and I love her. She has like a very big ego. And so do I. So that's all I'm giving you guys. I'm so sorry, but stand off forever. Why did you write Donatello?
Oh boy, do I have a story for
Donatello!
you? Guys,
Is it
you
is it
might
Tushy
know
Ninja?
that you probably have watched at some point the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Many people have. I mean, they're kind of a cultural thing where, like, even if you haven't watched the shows, you know about them. I want to speak about a very specific version, which is the 2018 animated show Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, in which Donatello, the purple tech guy, is autistic. Confirmed! Yay!
Yay!
He is this kind of really fun. I'm one bad day away from becoming an evil genius and killing you all type of character.
I love
Um,
this.
he has a big ego, which I guess is a thing now for disabled characters, maybe. He's very proud of his tech and his inventions.
I mean, we should.
But he's also shown to have a lot of issues communicating with his brothers and kind of a general inability to relate to their more emotional moments. Also, he is technically physically disabled coded as well, because he's the only turtle who has a soft shell and he
Oh,
has to use his tech to protect it.
baby.
Otherwise, it will just get damaged and kill him instantly.
No.
Um, so in a way, he's kind of using, maybe not. I wouldn't call it a prosthetic, but definitely like
A disability aid?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He is a fucking delight, like one of the funniest character in the show. He has such cool moments, and but also a lot of episodes that touch upon his how hard it is for him emotionally to not be able to connect with his brother the same way they can all connect to each other. Yeah,
I love autistic characters. They're so
he's great.
cute.
You should watch Rise. It's so good.
I'll watch. I'll watch. This whole thing is just me and Dorian convincing each other to watch different stuff.
Basically, yeah.
Like it's just us being like, guys, you should watch this. But yeah, I have Jude. And I know you. Okay, so guys, you need to understand I love the Cruel Prince, and not for the reason everybody loved the Cruel Prince. And Dorian didn't like the Cruel Prince. You hated it.
I have a very particular opinion on fairies, and because I'm a big folklore and fairy tale fan, and fairy tales as if fairy tales, folk tales, not fairy tales as if the manga is really bad. Yeah, I said it. I'm not gonna apologize. It sucks.
And I love that for you because I agree.
Friendship, whatever. uh, Guys, you should portray fairies in a better way.
No, but the grip fairies has on Book Talk is insane.
You're not even representing them properly. They don't care about humans. It's the whole point of the fairies. They
Exactly.
come, steal people, fucking kill them, and move on.
Real, I love them. No, me personally, I really love Jude, and I found my way about the way she was written, and I do not think it was intentional by Holy Black whatsoever. It's just me being crazy and doing my own little thing. You know, when we were talking about like analysis and reading stuff that wasn't even intended, that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. But like Jude being taken from a child as a child away from her original environment into a place where the entire world is not made for her and her specificities really screams disability because I don't know if you get, I mean, if you ever have like a member of your family or a friend that's like in a wheelchair, you'll find that the outside world is not wheelchair friendly. Most of the places and most of the stuff isn't disability friendly. The same way, um, I think Jude has a hard time like eating stuff and drinking some stuff because they're poison to humans and not to fairies. So she has like to cope and adapt. Like a lot of the, how do you call it? Oh my god, I forgot. Elfame.
I'll
Wait.
cry. I'm crying as we speak.
Like Elfame isn't made for Jude nor her sister, by the way, and so the both of them are very disabled coded because the entire story is more about Jude like finding that she lives in an environment that's not made for her, fighting and finding ways to adapt to her outside environment and rising to the top in order to, you know, conquer the people that were constantly against her and also right the wrongs of the universe of like where she lives towards people that are like her. You see that when she frequently frees other humans from like the horrors of Elfame, because what the fuck is happening, guys? And also I do not want to hear about the Cruel Prince romance. I love Garden and Jude, but also I do not. I just like them as like an idea. I like the representation of it, but I think it could have been written better. But like the plot, the intention was a great idea, I guess, if you ignore the boy. Like, what was the point of the bully to love her?
I cannot give my opinion on that because I'll just start hating on the book, so I shan't. I just want to say, if anybody is interested in finding out how like impractical and not at all up to actually helping people with disabilities, the outside world and environments in general are, there's this really great book called Crip Space Time, which is centered around many academics talking about how they're like the places that they live in, the cities that they live in, the university, and their jobs are not at all disabled friendly, and how hard it is for them in their day to day life.
Yes, guys, I don't know what I wanted to say, but just you can, you know, it's really interesting. And also, you are around disabled people all the time. Like, there are a lot of us out there. And learning about what makes our lives hard could make you a better person to be around when you're around disabled people. Like, I have a lot, like, most of my friends aren't disabled, but my friends who are disabled are like the most adapting for me and my disability that's different from them for like making my life easier, I guess. Anyway, going to another disabled character. Which one? You have two left.
Yeah, but I feel like we can both do Spencer.
I love Spencer.
I feel like you have opinions.
I have opinions. Spencer Reed, the downfall of autistic Spencer Reed for hot guy nerd Spencer Reed will haunt me forever.
I'm never coming back from that. That's changed me as a person. I've become so much more evil ever since.
Like
my heart is black.
It changed me. It changed me, and even though I'm a simp, and I do think he's hot in the later season, every day I miss nerdy autistic Reed. Like that with info dumps. I think he was way hotter this way than whatever they did with
Dude, I have
season.
2 stories to tell you, and I need you to tell me if I'm insane, okay? I simply need you to tell me if I'm insane, okay? So, yeah, but just for those who don't know, Spencer Reed, character from Criminal Minds, he is a profiler in the FBI. He is one of the youngest, maybe he is the youngest on the team, right?
He's youngest.
He became a profiler at 23, I think, and he is very heavily autistic coded. I mean, the actor who plays him has confirmed that he's playing him as
Mm.
autistic, even though the writer did not intend for him to come across that way. Okay, two stories. First one is I was when I started watching Criminal Minds, before I really got into it, I came across a bunch of clips online and I ended up Googling if there was actual autistic representation in the show, and came across a Reddit post that was like, I think Spencer shouldn't be autistic because the team is always so mean to him every time he infodumps, and I don't think that's good representation. To which I started laughing because if you've ever infodumped to people who do not like you, you know that telling you to shut up or making fun of you for infodumping is literally what everybody does. Like
It
that
is
is
so true.
perfect representation. Actually,
It is perfect representation. People are so mean to you when you info dump. And to this day, I get people being really mean to me about all of this. So, yeah, people around you suck. And that's also really true. And I do think the team loves Spencer.
Yeah.
So that's not like they're horrible people and they hate him. They just,
Sometimes they have to tell him to focus on other things.
it is true. It
They
is
do
true.
sometimes do it in a way that I'm like, you could have been nicer about it,
Mm.
but
A lot of times Spencer Reed just babbles on.
Yeah, he does it anyway. But okay, that was my first story, and my second story was really fun, and I came across it a few days ago on Criminal Mind Twitter, so you can guess that it was probably great and nice and a very nuanced debate.
I hate Criminal Mind Twitter.
As you should. I hate it too. I can't escape it though. And they were basically complaining that whenever they were reading Criminal Minds fan fiction, Spencer autism was, and I quote, weaponized and fetishized to make people feel bad for him. And a majority of the stories just focus on making Spencer's life hard for no reason, and they shouldn't, basically, because that's fetishizing his disability.
I'm so sorry. Like, if we ignore the whole autism part, you should feel bad for Spencer.
His life sucks.
The narrative hates him.
Everything goes wrong in his life.
Everything ever goes wrong in this man's life, ignoring the fact that he's disabled. Like,
And also, guys, I'm so sorry to say, but like, one, if you can't handle angst, get out of fandoms.
oh, that's so true.
And secondly, hey, disabled people's life is hard. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Sorry, guys. I'm happy-go-lucky, but that's because the horrors persist. But so do I. Like, we need the fun and whimsy
Yeah.
to pretend that everything is going great.
And I mean, I'm very lucky with the fact that that being neurodivergent does not affect my life in ways that are directly harmful to me. But like, growing up, I have to be so real. Not a great time. So I think it's a little bit ironic that people are so uncomfortable with disabled people's life being hard, being portrayed in media. That's just how things are. If you want it to get better, be better people.
Did you see, what's the name? Heartbreak High?
I did not.
Okay, apparently it has one of like the best autistic representation, but it's on Netflix, so it sucks.
Oh. You got me so excited for a second.
But it's good because the character that plays the autistic character is autistic
You
herself.
love to see it. You love to see it.
And so like and it's also queer and autistic. Like there's a lot of queerness and stuff. It's really good. I haven't finished it, but it's good. And the thing though is the entire friend group of that character sucks. Like they hate her. They literally hate her, and every time
I mean, they're high school students. We hated everyone.
And every time the character is like, yeah, this is hard because of my autism, everybody's like, oh, shut up.
Insane.
Everybody's like, you gotta stop putting everything on your disability and stuff. And you guys we have to be perfect. I think that's also a big issue we have like with disability. It's either you have to be either you have to attract pity from other people all the time, like make everybody sad. You cannot do this, womp womp. But at the second you show an ounce of having agency and being able to do things by yourself and being actually competent, you cannot have any complaint whatsoever.
Yeah, there's this interesting approach to disability that was elaborated on by Alison Kafer, who is like a disability studies scholar, and she talked about the archetype of the cyborg and how we can see a lot of like relations between how we consider disabled people and how we consider cyborg in fictions. And she especially talked about two tropes, which were the Superman cyborg and then the fallen Superman. And so she was saying that disabled people are either turned into a success story. Oh, look at them, they can do this despite their disability.
Madame Léonard Sonia, I'm thinking of you right now. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, you ruined the life of one of my best friends, so
you know,
suck! I hope you have the life you deserve. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, and that's ridiculous because people are people.
Yeah, like we have nuance.
There's a difference between being mindful of someone's disability and making it their entire personality. And then secondly, the fallen cyborg, which is this idea of, oh, you're a broken machine because you are disabled. Like you are morally wrong for being disabled.
Insane.
Basically, which is the same kind of mindset as the people who are like, if you're not healthy, that's because you don't take care of yourself. It's all your fault. Like, guys, I'm sorry to say it like this, but some people are predisposed to a weak constitution. Okay, some people are predisposed to obesity. Some people are predisposed to chronic illness, and that's just the way our bodies work. That does not make them bad people. It does not make them weak people. It does not make them any less worthy of respect. It's insane that we have to say this.
It's insane. It's insane.
And yet,
like, guys, if you're probably my friend if you're listening, but if I have if whatever we just said is news to you, get a grip and block me. No, don't. But please, like disabled people are real people. Also, by the way, you have to be mindful of them maybe a tad bit more. But you have to be mindful of your friends at all time. Not to compare because disability are very different, but everybody's different and your friends have different needs and different boundaries, and you have to be mindful of them anyway. Whether they be disabled or not.
I think the point of this whole episode is you need to stop thinking that not caring is cool. It's not. You should care. It's worth it. People deserve that you care about them, and you deserve people who care about you.
Yeah, challenge is, let's exit the non-challenge mindset. Because it's not fun. It's not fun. I want friends who are crazy as me, about stuff. Oh my god, we did not talk about queerbaiting. Dude, there's house.
What time is it? I have to go home at some point.
No, it's 6:30.
That's fine, I guess.
I'm kidnapping you.
That's okay.
You cannot leave.
I mean, I would really like to at some point.
Okay, do you want to talk? Okay, briefly. We're gonna be brief. Don't let me mention that.
She said like a liar.
Between queerbaiting and queer subtext. Okay, guys, do we have to explain what queerbaiting is? Yes, we have. Okay, queerbaiting is when creators hint at two characters being queer, or one character being queer, or two characters being in a queer relationship, and in order to attract the queer audience and the LGBTQ people, but they just bait it. They never actually confirm it. They never actually go through the real motions of confirming it in order to keep their homophobic or against queer representation audience. I hope I explained that. That was well. Yeah. And we have queer subtext.
Or queercoding, which, guys, you have to understand. goes back to the very beginning of television when you couldn't represent queer people on screen.
Actually, because people were homophobic and awful.
There was an actual code in the States, by the way. It was like the I forgot the name of the guy who came up with it, but it was basically this code that told you exactly what you could show on TV. And one of the things were, if people engage in same-sex acts, like sexual or romantic acts, you have to paint them as the bad guys.
Oh my god.
Which is what led to Disney characters like Ursula or Scar being heavily queer-coded, and also
Jafar.
guys.
I'm so sorry, Jafar.
Jafar is queer-coded, do you think?
I think.
I'll give it to you.
You don't think Jafar feels gay? I'm so sorry, but like that one scene where he sees like Jasmine in this very slutty scene, that's not how a straight guy looks at like a hot woman.
That's so fair. But also she was a child. So
real.
I'm like
Also, but
I don't feel terrible that he did.
I'm back. Okay, so queer subtexts. Do you have any example of like queer coded?
Sure. I mean, one I think is always kind of brought back in modern discussion of queer coding is Naruto and Sasuke. That they are our forefather before us, okay? We need to cite the ancient text. Guys, fun fact.
Naruto and Sasuke.
Fun fact, they actually kiss.
What?
Twice in the manga.
I've never watched them.
That's all I have to say.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Do with that what you will.
That's insane. I think House was queer coding, no? It was queer subtext.
The people think it's queerbaiting though.
What?
Yeah, the people think it's queerbaiting. I would argue it's definitely queer coding.
I think it's queer coding, but like at the time it was filmed, it wasn't like it was really hard to like actually have real.
No, you should talk about your favorite show, BBC Sherlock.
That's okay, guys. If you look up queerbaiting and
the
scroll,
first thing that comes up,
the first thing that comes up is BBC Sherlock. Guys,
the people were in the trenches with that one.
Guys, I've watched BBC Sherlock 7 times. I think 8 times. I did my 8th times like this year. Those are my credentials, and I'm so sorry. If you want the poster child of queerbaiting, it's BBC Sherlock. Like, what the fuck is happening? There are multiple mentions of them being alluded to being boyfriends, and John denies it, but Sherlock never does, leaving the door open for literally everything ever.
He's also really mad when John gets married to a woman.
He leaves the wedding early when they get married, and literally, like, the Sherlock's speech at John's wedding is a love letter. I'm so sorry, guys. And also, I'm just putting this out there. Spoiler, in case you haven't seen BBC Sherlock, John's wife dies, and it ends with like the show ends with John and Sherlock raising the baby together. What can I say? What can I say? Like, you need to watch it. John is making hard eyes at everybody ever all the time, and also the whole Irene Adler thing. And
I'm so pleased by how they portrayed Irene Adler. I'm never getting over it. I'm so mad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that great, but I also thought she was really hot. So I'm conflicted.
She was, but like that's so different from. I'm not saying they can't make changes from the book, but like
that was so different. That was insanely different.
They changed it.
And yeah, and so there's a scene where John basically throws a fit at Irene Adler because, you know, he's jealous because he's in love with Sherlock. I'm so sorry. And he goes, "Oh, I'm not gay." And Irene is like, "And I am." Which I love. Lesbian Irene Adler. a win for me.
That's the only positive thing they changed.
And so she's like, yeah, I am, and you are in love with Sherlock. Like, okay. When they meet Irene, okay, Sherlock had asked John to punch him in the face, and Irene analyzes the punch, and he says, oh, the person that punched you loved you because they avoided your cheekbones and like your eyes and very specific parts of your face that are like your really good parts. So that must mean they really love it. Also because I'm not stopping, guys. I'm not stopping. Okay, in one of the episodes, Sherlock says fire reveals what you truly love, talking about Irene, and like, you know, when there's a fire alarm, a mother will first look towards the baby. Okay, later in the show, there's a fire, and Sherlock literally throws himself at John. Sorry guys, BBC Sherlock queerbaiting, and I took the bait. And I was killed.
A little fandom history fact. When the finale aired, people were so hell-bent that it wasn't actually the finale, and that another episode would come out that would finally canonize John Locke. Nobody believed that was the actual ending. That's so good the queerbaiting was. Everybody was making up theories about clues that were left in the season that meant that they were gonna be in like other episodes and stuff. No, it's just, yeah.
This happened in the Vulture and Fandom also. Like, we were convinced that in season 9 we were getting canon clans.
Must be so hard for you.
Guys, I keep getting roped into those awful queerbaity shows.
You do it to yourself.
I do it to myself. I think it's because I grew up with BBC Merlin.
Awful fan of queerbaiting. Yes.
Okay, guys, BBC Merlin
is insane. BBC Merlin is fucking...
BBC Merlin, I could talk about for hours also, but I have one thing to say, and I'll try
It's always the fucking BBC, by the way. Have you noticed?
It's always fucking BBC.
It's always the English.
The English have it out for me specifically.
The fucking British hate you.
The British hates me. They have it out for me specifically.
Don't start watching Doctor Who. I don't want to be queerbaited by Doctor Who. I'll die. I'll kill myself.
Should I?
That's actually already a queer shape in Doctor Who.
Because
the last Doctor, by the way, first Black Doctor.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, and Kotingawa. Actually, gay and in love with a weird Han Solo type guy who plays D&D.
That's so great. Also,
he dies.
Spoiler! There's also BBC Sandman.
I don't want to talk about that because Neil Gaiman is a piece of shit. And
Neil Gaiman, you suck, and I hate you for ruining Good Omens for me.
Insane. You see, Good Omens is a great example of a show that is actually queer.
Yeah, good queer representation. You should watch Good Omens. And you can make queer people sad without it being queerbaity. Good Omens also. But yeah, in BBC Merlin, they multiple times describe Merlin and Arthur as being two sides of the same coin. That's all I'm gonna say, because I cannot...
No, there's an episode that has all of the romantic tropes that if it happened with a woman, everybody would think they were setting up a romance, okay?
Also,
they have the who did this to you, they have the like sleeping next to each other and being very awkward about it, they have the like speaking at night right before going to sleep and like sharing parts of your life and your like experiences growing up. They have the I wouldn't let you go into danger alone, I'm coming with you.
I fucking hate that.
Oh, I was distracted by you being in danger and I almost died because of it. Like, guys, I'm sorry to say, nobody's doing it like BBC.
Nobody's doing it like Merthyr. I'm so sorry. Also, Merlin going on like a date with his wife, and his wife being like, "Oh, if you had like, if you could."
I'm sorry, it's so serious. Imagine you're Gwen in that moment. I'm like, fuck my life. Why did I marry this idiot?
Like, okay, okay, his life is like, okay, if you weren't a prince, if you could choose like what your life, your perfect life would be like, what would you choose? And Merlin answers, no, not
Arthur.
Merlin, Arthur answers, oh, I would be a farmer in the countryside, and I would take Merlin with me. Not his wife, not his parents,
Not
nobody
his best
else.
friend.
Not
Who's
his
supposed to be Lancelot, by the way.
not his best friend Lancelot, by the way. Merlin. Me and Merlin are escaping to this is lesbian cottage in the wood vibes.
And by the way, guys, I just want to say, as someone who is really big into legends and stuff, I've read the entirety of the Arthurian circle. They didn't have to make Merlin Arthur's age. In almost all versions of the story, Merlin's an old guy. Like, he's an actual, like, cliche sorcerer with, like, a long beard and, like, grey hair. Like, the way he transforms himself in the show, in, like, an old man, that's what Merlin is supposed to look like. Like, the fact that they specifically got someone to be, like, the same age as Arthur and be like, hey, like, you follow that guy everywhere now is
Gay. I'm so sorry, guys.
weren't the actors shipping them too?
I think it was Arthur's actor, but Merlin's actor not really. Like, I think
That
it was
rat.
only...
He was in an episode of Doctor Who. He was like an emo guy.
And also, I think now he's a shitty politician.
Really?
Merlin's actor, yeah.
Fact. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever is happening in Britain, nobody knows. It sucks.
Anyway, and also I think we have, like, we mentioned House MD, we mentioned Community. Guys, I've been avoiding Voltron, but
You have to do it.
I have to do it, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, clans,
Which is the ship name of
Keith and Lance,
which are
haunts me. Like, genuinely, I go at night and I don't know what to tell you guys. I have nightmares about them at this point. Like, this is going insane. And there's so many clues. Like, I'm so close to crashing out. And Voltron was the biggest queer bait ever. Like, during the pause we did to recharge our mic, I was telling Dorian that to this day, the Voltron official account still posts queer baiting stuff. like literally they post stuff. Okay, they love posting fun facts of, like,
Criminal Minds with like Jennifer and Emily.
Yes, the Criminal Mind account with Jennifer and Emily is basically the Voltron account with, like, Keith and Lance. They're like, okay, so they said, yeah, Keith looked through 3 different planets just to find Lance's favorite rock, like Lance's favorite gem ever. Gay, I'm so sorry, guys. I mean, you need to watch Voltron. You need to watch Voltron to really understand the pain I'm in, because I'm not, like, really sound. I'm not healthy mentally enough to explain to you without going insane.
No, but I think you haven't experienced true betrayal until you've spent 5 seasons being like going towards a romantic confession, and then season 5 just ends and nothing has happened. Like, for all my average people who watch average shows out there, it's like if after all the build-up of Game of Thrones, Daenerys and Jon Snow just met and said, like, hi, and nothing happened.
Like, this is literally what happens. There's so much build-up, and then
it goes nowhere.
And then they just marry the characters off. Like, Lance and Allura, I'm looking up at God. Like, this made no sense. Also, it's insane because they have the whole show being like Keith and Lance going from, like, low-key hating each other to, like, growing fond of each other to slowly falling in love. And they also have Lance multiple time flirting with this woman that has never been interested whatsoever. And Lance ends up with the woman, which makes no sense. And also, even if Allura was actually interesting in Lance is a rebound of Lothar. I'm so sorry. Like, Lothar just died, and now she's kissing Lance. What the fuck, guys? This is
This is why nobody does it like Troy and Abed, because they tried to put Troy in a romantic relationship and it didn't work because he would prioritize Abed over his romantic interest. Like, he came back, there's literally a scene where he comes back from not being in the school anymore and she opens her arms to give her a hug. He passes her, goes to give a hug to Abed instead.
me with my friends. Me exactly what I
Like-
would do, but that's insane. That's insane. It's giving Gwen that one day. So guys, yeah, I think we're gonna end on queerbaiting because I think that's literally the bane of both our existence.
No, wait, we had one last thing. Guys, please be nice on the internet.
Guys, I mean, this is the sum of basically everything we've ever said, but please be nice on the internet, and please be considerate of like what kind of spaces you're stepping into. Like, you wouldn't come to a sword fight with like a banana.
You wouldn't come to Yaya's house and wreck her furniture, and then when she comes back, you judge her for it. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't come to my house with Crocs. Like, guys.
Wow. Okay, now. No, but guys, more seriously, the world sucks. Everything is bad right now. The least we can do is
Be nice to each other. That's the plot of Superman.
fuck you. Try to make the our online communities welcoming spaces. Try to make them a little kinder, because people deserve that from you and you deserve that from them.
Yes, and we're all having fun anyway. Like, we can be trashy and make fun of each other, but at the end of the day, it's just with like love and respect. At the end of the day, you can watch The Summer and Turn Pretty and love it. I don't care. It is not that deep.
Wow.
I can't believe I'm ending this on that. This is awful. Anyway, bye. Guys, it's 3 hours. 3 hours.
If you want a second episode that's just me talking and we don't let Yaya host, you can just say so. I know I'm the best guest.
Yeah, tell Dorian they're the best guest, because yeah. And also, episode 3 is already scheduled, but if you guys know anything about like episode 4, or do you want me to tease episode 3?
Do it.
Okay, so episode 3 is with my childhood friends, which I've known since I was 8 years old, and it's like a continuity of this, and it's gonna be about growing up on the internet and in fandom spaces, and like the goods and bads and the loves and the hates, and like we're probably gonna talk about the insane grooming that goes on in fandoms.
Yeah, you should.
So yeah, that's episode 3. We're gonna talk about fandom again because I'm fandom trash, guys. And if you want anything else for episode 4, just tell me. I don't know what to give you guys anymore.
Live D&D session.
Live D&D session. Like, you're gonna meet Goldie, which is a character that I play. Anyway, bye guys. Kisses.
Bye.
That's so cute.